put a phone in the soda, that's dope.
Baby on the neck getting foolish. Live on the set with the gang and Mike Cooley. I'm just coolin'. Coolin' with the gang. Coolin' with the gang. Cooley in the gang. We be on the neck getting foolish. Live on the set with the gang and Mike Cooley. I'm just coolin'. Coolin' with the gang. Coolin' with the gang. Cooley in the gang. Nothing better than a professor. Watch him cook up coolin'. Big G, can't forget my nigga Mike Cooley. Keep it high like a pot of carrot. Sweet as Mayberry. Question is she single? Is she single? We'll find out when I call and I be geeking off G. Laughing till I'm nauseous. Caution, they going all in. Leaving no stones unturned, no topic untouched. They love to cuss and they fuck shit up. Brother, I keep my money right. Make sure you keep that money right. Make sure you keep that money right. Glam sham, keep the jewelry tight, make sure you keep it. We on weekly, make sure you peep it. Matt King, state of mind, the best kept secret. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, so do it. Introduce it, the gang and Mike Coolin'. We be on the neck getting foolish. Live on the set with the gang and Mike Cooley. I'm just coolin'. Coolin' with the gang. Coolin' with the gang. Cooley in the gang. We be on the neck getting foolish. Live on the set with the gang and Mike Cooley. I'm just coolin'. Coolin' with the gang. Coolin' with the gang. Cooley in the gang.
You are tuned in to the Cooley and the Gang Show on Blockworks Radio.
Hit the button early.
Hey. Why? Am I on? 1, 2, check it?
Yes. Maybe it's your headphones.
You always turn me off the mic.
I don't know. The thing is right there in front of you. I can't hit all of it. Well, you need to figure it out quick. What's up, y'all? It's the Cooley and the Gang Show. It's Tuesday. February. May the 17th. And you would think I would remember what the day it is, but I keep having to be reminded that my birthday is even coming up. Because even though I'm thankful for any birthday, like I don't know. I don't know. It is what it is. But we happy y'all tuned in with us. What's up, NJ Rich? I know the first question is going to be, where's is the gang?
Apparently they thought that last week was the last week.
I couldn't even tell you where everybody is, but I knew we got a guest tonight, so I couldn't kind of sit around and just wait. You know, we got to keep it moving. We got to do what we do. But man, when I say it's been a lot going on, whole lot. That was my headphones.
You told me to do it. I can't.
Like, bro, come on. Oh, yeah. Come on now. They all like got numbers on them. Turn all my shit now. Hey, yo, and my seat keep going down. All right, so I'm just gonna jump into some stuff.
Let's get it.
The first thing that fucked me up this week was the yeah, that's cool, NJ Rich. I'll send you the joint. The first thing that got me was May 12th at about 8:30 p.m. Officers responded to the 300 block of East 23rd Street for a shooting. Upon arrival, officers found an unidentified male and a 38-year-old pregnant woman inside a vehicle, both suffering from gunshot wounds. Both victims were transported to Johns Hopkins Hospital, where the adult male victim was immediately pronounced deceased. The female victim gave birth to the child and was pronounced deceased a short time later. The newborn child, as of this post, was in critical condition. What the fuck? Like, that fucked me up. Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
Now, I've never been the type to wish death upon nobody, but like, we say it all the time. Like, it used to be rules to the shit. Like
it ain't. We discovered a long time ago that the rules don't apply no more. Like, men, women, children, your grandmama, your granddaddy,
whoever is with you at the time,
uncles, like everybody can get it. Unborn babies.
And I haven't seen an update. If somebody has an update on the baby, I would definitely like to know, because I mean, it looks like the doctors just jumped in, and I mean, I think this was from what I read, I think this was their second child together. This couple. And, you know, no matter what he was doing or what, like, you know, all of that is irrelevant. You know, this is a father and a mother. They were together, still raising their family. She was having another child. Like,
I was reading some of the comments.
Like, come on, bro.
And on the post.
What's up, Mac?
I was reading some of the comments on a post, and then there was like, one person was like, I ain't going to say, I ain't even going to comment, and another person was like, well, I'm gonna comment, like, pretty much like, it's because of him, like, she should have been left him alone. But I mean, at the end of the day, pointing blame, they both gone, like, you know what I mean? So pointing fingers don't make a difference now. Unfortunately, this has happened, and they both knew the lifestyle that they were living together. Yeah.
I mean, and we've all made choices in our lives,
Absolutely. And we look back and be like, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have fucked with that nigga.
Or what could have happened while I was in that situation and stuff like that. But
this right here, no matter what, like we said, we don't know what was the reason behind it, but this world is just like,
let's just say, okay, well, he was the problem. Well, why you couldn't just keep it moving after that?
Do what you like, handle him and keep it going.
I think you muted Mac on purpose.
Grandpa.
Yeah, I was trying to check my settings. I couldn't hear y'all at all at first. What's popping, people? How y'all feeling?
We was talking about the couple that got killed in East Baltimore and with the pregnant girl and
oh yeah, that shit ridiculous.
Yeah,
that shit is ridiculous.
Yeah,
that's the second time somebody shot a female and a dude, and it's like they don't know if it was a targeted hit or if they was after the dude and the girl just so happened to be with him. This shit crazy, but you still gotta be careful because these females out here more ruthless than these niggas nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little mix of all of it, unfortunately.
Most definitely. Like, I mean, that one really got me. And then on top of that, what's up, Mayberry? The topper on top of that was this one, the young brother that went to the prom, and after the prom, I think he went to a party and he was robbed of his watch and sneakers, and then they killed him. 17 years old, young brother. I think he was a boxer too. It says he was 17-year-old boxer. Jasmine was found fatally shot in a house on East Lafayette Avenue at 3:37 a.m. on Monday, on May 13th, just hours after he attended Carver's prom. Several posts on Facebook suggest he was robbed of his prom shoes and watch.
Hey, everybody popping in the room.
What's up, Vance? What's up, Dina?
Crazy. Like, it seems like it's just been one senseless murder, like, back to back. I mean, like, it's been.
Linnea really is in Spain. Oh, G was like, yo, is Linnea in Spain? Y'all know Linnea got hacked. So G was like, is Linnea really in Spain?
You went to Spain and got hacked. What you done did over
Look,
there?
I said, G, hell no, she in Spain. She in Northeast Baltimore.
No, she said it last week. She was going.
I missed that one.
Oh, shit. Hey, yo, I lied to G. Yeah, we're going to touch on the Buffalo thing.
Yeah, that shit was crazy right there.
Yeah, but then that one caught me. And it's crazy that I'm so I don't want to say numb to murder, right?
Because that's all we see now.
In certain situations, but certain things, when they catch me, they kind of like catch me and I kind of lock in on them. And those two were the ones that kind of really, really, really caught me. What else is going on this week? I'm not trying to get into a lot of the heavy stuff. And one of these things, I wanted G to come in here, so because I really want what he got to say about Pastor Bryant. Yeah, Linnea's page got hacked.
Yeah,
she's not trying to get you to buy Bitcoin and none of that. So she started a new page. So please don't try to buy Bitcoin from Linnea. She's not selling Bitcoin.
If you get that message, just go ahead and unfollow
and block
that page.
Yeah. Look, like the internet gangsters got me so fucking scared. Like I wanted to comment on one of Linnea's posts, like, man, this ain't Linnea, fuck you. Then I'm like, yo, they might turn to my page and be like, really? Really? I was like, nah. Maybe you on mute too.
They gonna say you want that smoke. They gonna drive that shit right on over to your page.
But the craziest thing about that is Linnea, chime in to let me know for sure, because my sister's page got hacked like that, and they act like the picture that shows like her screen, it was actually my sister's screen at one point in time. So it's like, Lynette, is that actually what your screen, like this picture, whatever?
I figured out how they did it. All you got to do is screenshot. All they would have had to do was screenshot one of her pictures, and then just put it on the face of their phone.
No, but what I
want
to know is that what Linnea's phone actually looks like?
No, I hope not.
Because I think that's what
She said, "Hell no." She said, "Hell no."
I feel like it was that's what my sisters actually look like. So that's what I was like, yo, how the fuck they got you? Oh, hell no. Oh, okay, I was about to say how.
Because that's the picture right there. I think they just took that picture and put it on their phone.
It was a different picture. Okay.
That's crazy. Like, that's a lot of work just to go fucking with people. Like, that's a lot of work to go through. Like, I ain't got time for all that.
And like, how do you benefit from doing that shit though?
Because you get people to send money. If you get the right person, you tell them to send you money.
So they actually sell it. They say they selling the Bitcoin. Oh,
no, she's saying she did an investment and she got this much in her account. So somebody gonna be like, "Oh, damn, I want to do that," and they going, she be like, "Send the money here." And next thing you know, you done got
because they know people are trusting in your friend circle. So it's different from the street saying, "Hey, this is what you can do," or you see the advertisements all on YouTube. But if you know it's somebody close to you and they're giving you some type of reference, you're gonna be like, "Oh, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and go with that." So that's all they're using. They're using what's familiar, your family circle, like, your close friends.
If you legit, you got my number. Text me.
Right.
No, but don't even trust that.
I ain't buying shit over. Oh, before I buy anything or send any money to anywhere, we gonna talk.
Yeah, but I'm just saying they sending it to your text messages now too. They do that now too, and they act like they your friends.
Y'all know Wayne's brother Shooter.
Oh yeah.
This is how I was fucked up because I done seen the scam, and I'm like, damn. Shooter's page had a video of Shooter actually promoting to invest. So I'm like, how the fuck they do that? But somebody has sent Shooter a message. He got a message from his homegirl saying, look, make this video for me. He made the video and posted it. And then all of a sudden his page got hit, and that's when it went down there. I'm thinking like, yo, that was a good one. Cause I saw him doing the video. He was like, yeah, you know, this me, I just got it, whatever. I was like, oh, damn.
That's what Advance was saying. They can convince your friends to like, this is not do videos like this is what these people do all day long. Like they have nothing but time because this is what they do because it's money. Unfortunately, it's money in it if they get the right people. Unfortunately,
they just turned my whole camera off real quick. Somebody didn't hack me.
Now they turned your whole camera off.
But what about
because y'all in here talking shit about whoever hacked right. They watching.
But that
whoever you are, I don't want no smoke. Leave my shit alone.
That'd be some cool knowledge to have, like those computer nerds. That'd be like I can hack your shit with 0010002. Like
I don't know what code you just might have said. I don't want no parts of that either. I don't know what signs and things he just said. Y'all, I don't want no.
He just sit down that we didn't even know.
Yeah, I don't know what he communicated. I don't know what in the Morse code.
From Spain.
Bonjour.
I got a witness.
Bonjour.
Hey. He said bonjour. No, you said hola.
Bonjour. Who said that?
No, wait.
And that's my friend.
This one.
That way. Yeah, but you gotta
this is the real one. This is the real one coming
What's
from
up,
Barcelona. What's up? Y'all need to come over to Spain. Y'all need to come over to Europe.
Yes.
It's reasonable. I got witnesses.
Immediately.
Yes.
Immediately. In my Lloyd voice.
Yes.
Immediately.
Yes.
Wow.
You don't
You sound like you moved over there already.
We've been over here since Friday. I've been over here since Friday.
Oh.
You coming back?
You ain't pack me up and take me with you.
Saturday. I'm coming back. I can't leave my son now. I can't leave my son.
Okay.
How long was the flight?
I ain't that type of mama.
How long was the flight?
It wasn't that long. It was
7 from JFK to Barcelona was 7 hours.
7 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a 6 hour jump. So it's midnight over here, y'all. It's 12:16 over here.
What time is it?
Yeah, it's 12:16 midnight.
The man was like, let me keep count because I gotta be at work.
No. It's a 6 hours difference. It's a 6 hours difference.
Wow. Well, you know what, Linnea? Can you cut from your head?
Get the pesos.
Linnea over there on vacation, 6 hours difference, and her ass is here.
Yeah, where G at?
Oh.
Mr. I was in the green room.
I went off camera because y'all ain't gonna catch me out here. Y'all try to start a whole lot of stuff today.
Y'all.
You know we gotta go out with
I know.
bang.
If we gonna go out, we gonna go all the way out.
We
Speaking of that,
do.
never mind. I'm gonna talk to you about that off.
So I did get a call. I talked to Brother Nance. Everybody know Brother Nance has been on the show plenty of time, from in the basement to virtual. He actually said that we can do our final show at his juice bar. He said, don't even think about it. Bring all your shit and put it in the juice bar. You'll have to bring your own liquor. If you want to drink, you have to bring your own bottle. But he has plenty of the sugarcane juice. They got a lot of good, healthy food. So come on out and support Brother Nance, and also say goodbye to the Coolie and the Gang show. And I definitely appreciate that, brother.
That is wonderful.
Y'all actually had that sugar cane.
Blessings.
Yeah, that sugar cane is amazing. That shit is amazing.
Have we decided on a day?
The 27th.
27th, right?
Friday. We do that
That's Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You wasn't here last.
And the only question is, do y'all want to do the 6 to 8 or the 8 to 10?
You weren't here for the meeting last week.
Hey, yo, that's
shit,
the one right there.
But look, but why he look down at him? Look at him talking to each other.
Oh man.
I mean, 6 to 8 is cool. 8 to 10 is cool.
NJ Rich got jokes.
Since we going out, make it 6 to 10.
Well, we be there however long, but the show, I ain't gonna talk to y'all for 4 hours.
I don't want to talk to y'all for 2 minutes, especially this one.
Hilarious.
Oh man. Okay. All right. I ain't gonna hold. All right. So we do have a guest tonight at 6:30. Mr. Ed Whelan Sr. He is the owner of Hubris Vodka. Hubris Vodka is another spirit sponsor of the long table dinner that James Dickey is doing. He went out and found all the dope brothers and sisters out there doing their thing with their own businesses. And y'all see the bottles came from Tequila with Friends.
Yes.
Shout out to Tequila with Friends. We got the bottles. We ordered 2 of them. We ordered a Reposado and a Blanco. I'm going to save the Reposado for when I come in town to Baltimore.
Okay.
And Hannah and I are going to taste the Blanco tonight. Because James did ask me if I tasted it again. So if you all didn't see that show, check out the episode with Tequila with Friends, and also go follow them. It's just at Tequila with Friends. They have a website. Ordering was easy. Shipping was good. Only messed up part was FedEx. It had nothing to do with them. FedEx kind of jerked me around a little bit, but it was definitely a smooth process. And you see they got the options where you can engrave your bottle. So I got a nice engraved bottle with a CNTG show on it. So
don't lose it.
I know, right? I think I'm definitely gonna keep the bottle when I'm done with it.
Please do.
Yeah, because that was dope. Pass me the bottle.
I was like, what do you keep looking at?
Yeah, you don't see it up there? Yeah.
Like, you know, that ain't a real bookshelf, right?
Yeah, got it engraved in there. It's pretty dope.
That is
Can you put
beautiful.
it back, please? Thank you, darling. All right, so
You tried to put it on the shelf?
Why she holding it like, oh my God?
I drop it. That's my ass, Craig.
Yes. Oh my
Who's
God.
trying to put it on the bookshelf?
Right, the dude look like he's sitting on the shelf.
Y'all
So
straight
I-
set that thing on the bookshelf.
So y'all know we had the Kentucky Derby, right? And this video really rubbed me the wrong way.
Let me see.
Does Jack Harlow not have any white friends that could have carried him so he didn't get his little pretty shoes dirty?
That was real.
I didn't like that. I really like all those white, and I'm not, it's not his
That's
white
too
friends
much.
that did that. Like,
Is his white is his bodyguards black? Because that's what they look like. His
I
bodyguards.
was thinking.
Hey, they look
I thought he had a broken
swole.
ankle.
just so
I thought he
didn't
had a
get
broken ankle or something.
No, he just didn't want to get his shoes dirty.
All I know is Brandy.
Say what now?
Brandy said she gonna f him up.
Oh yeah, he didn't know that Ray J and Brandy were brothers and sisters. But I mean, these young I don't think our children know that. Like, you know what you know, like coming up. Like,
wait a minute, ain't that Brandy's
Brandy's
brother?
brother?
Don't
Thank
nobody know
you.
that line?
The famous line.
but
right?
that came
That's a
but
famous
that came up
line.
with us.
Oh, wait a minute.
Man, these kids got Google and YouTube. Hey, wait a minute, ain't that Brandy's brother? Put some respect on that shit. Y'all
For
supposed to
real.
know that.
Freakness is always about this week because it's graduation. Isn't it like Morgan and them's graduation this week too?
It's always, yeah.
Same
May, yeah. It's gonna be bananas. I ain't missing that.
They're supposed to have a good concert up there.
Want no part.
But I don't think Moneybag will show up.
Oh Lord, no, that's all right. Cold Spring, Helen, Argonne is gonna be backed up.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Well, then y'all see all those that big Rico that came down on Young Thug and Gunna. Y'all gotta watch them Ricos. But what 50 Cent said, he'd rather take a homicide charge than a Rico. Like Rico is, I told somebody the other day, I said Rico was created for lawyers that could not beat successful defense attorneys. That's why they created Rico, for those prosecutors that just couldn't stand the chance. They needed something else. Like,
but one good thing about it's not federal. It's not federal.
Yeah, it was. I saw that. I just saw that. Every time I hear Rico, I automatically think federal.
Me
I
too.
didn't know certain states had adopted it under that, but yeah, they lucky it ain't federal.
Right, boy.
They definitely lucky it ain't federal. I want to what time is it? 6:23. I'm gonna pour a quick shot because I don't want to drink the tequila.
I was like, the world being disrespectful.
Brother Whelan, I don't want to be drinking no.
How you not gonna tell everybody else to get themselves a little shot?
It was.
Mayberry is like, wait a minute, we didn't.
We didn't taste the tequila yet, and James
I got me my little coolie in the gang. I could have had.
It ain't too late, boo.
I'm just hoping I come in town and walk away with a talk that slick shot glass.
You can have whatever you want, Mike.
You
and
can have whatever you like.
And Linnea and Mac.
Everybody.
That's what we're doing.
I just don't think that he should be sitting there without telling everybody.
Oh my God, good.
He just snatched it from me.
I put my glass down like, oh my God, go to bed.
That's smooth.
I gotta do this.
He said that's smooth.
That's smooth.
You had to take your glasses off.
Oh, go ahead, girl. She took it to the head.
You had to take them shades off. Shades.
That's New Jersey. Yes.
Shannon.
My friend, she's from Jersey.
Oh Lord.
You done got them started. They got them started.
That mean y'all got Barcelona lit right now. Baltimore and Jersey.
Turn it down.
It's beautiful here. It's beautiful
here. Take the girl out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of the girl.
Not at all,
baby. Can't.
I told you.
I was twerking in front of the little window
here. And you ain't get no footage, Linnea. Linnea, where the footage, y'all? Where the footage?
Where the footage?
Footage.
Every time, Linnea, we learn something new about you every week.
Linnea know when I was she frozen now.
See?
She don't
there she go.
She about to do it.
Doors.
She trying to show
she gonna twerk on air. Let me see where my money at.
No, I'm not.
All right, then.
Darn. I was about to throw some dollars at it.
Y'all stupid as shit.
Where my little one? Where my bill gun at? I can just shoot it all out.
Look,
she gets her son tattooed. Infant.
Dang, I thought Linnea was.
Let me close this.
What else you have?
Yeah, he'll be on in a second.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be on in a second.
Y'all gonna get me in. No, it's actually nice. It's nice here, y'all. As long as y'all friendly and you know your Spanish, you all right.
How's the food? That's always my first question.
The food is, man, you be bougetto. You do not want to come, man. The food is good.
No matter where you go.
It melts in your mouth. It's all fresh. I'm being dead honest. She had some cheesecake. The cheesecake, I had a little bit. It was like, it would put the Cheesecake Factory to shame.
Yes.
The food is impeccable.
It don't take much to put the Cheesecake Factory to shame, though.
It does. It does.
Like that, Mac. You ain't even have to disrespect them like that.
I don't like Cheesecake Factory.
Me either.
Well, cheesecake period.
Yes, it's great.
Period in the U.S. It puts it to shame.
And it's really affordable. It's affordable. It really is. I'm like, damn.
What you trying to do?
Find my little thing that I already had made up for guest.
But yeah.
So our special guest is here.
Yay.
Mr. Ed Whelan. Oh, shoot. Oh, there he is. He's back. Ed Whelan Sr., owner of Hubris Vodka. Hold up. I got to put him on the big screen. Hold up, Ed. I got to get you on the big screen. Yes.
All right. Take your time.
He said TikTok.
He must have seen the show before. He know I'll be fucking up.
Yeah.
Hey.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Ed. Don't even know what he walked into.
No, look.
I did the preview. I saw a couple of episodes before I, jumped in.
I'm glad. So I ain't got to explain that. I'm so glad because I appreciate it. But let me let's welcome Ed.
You are tuned into the
show.
Gang Show on Blockworks Radio.
So, short story, and apology again to you, Ed. And I want to thank you for working with me.
Yes.
I asked him to be on the show, and y'all know me. A lot of things happened last week, which is no excuse. And I dropped the ball on the interview, and Ed hit me up during the show Tuesday and was like, "Hey, we still doing this?" And I was like, "Oh, damn." And I tried to make it work. He was gracious enough. He was like, "Hey, well, what about next week?" Because I was going to try to make it happen, but he was the smarter person in the situation. He was like, "Well, how about next week?" And so we were able to get it scheduled today, and it gave me time to be able to put some promotion behind it and put it out there. And here we are today with the owner of the sleek, sexy. Look at the bottle, Hubris Vodka, Mr. Ed Whelan Sr., sir. So this is our second show where we've talked to, people of color, brothers and sisters, African Americans that have jumped into the spirits business. And I haven't said spirits so much in my life, usually liquor, but spirits is like basically what it is, breaking into that industry, which is not new to us because we've seen some hip hop people do it, but and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think what Jay-Z and Puffy and them are doing is what you and our guests before have done. But I feel like you all have gotten more hands-on and actually with the creation of it instead of grabbing something and putting a name on it.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. Appreciate y'all giving me that time. It's nice to meet you all. I'm a fan of the show.
Appreciate it.
Got it recently. Jump on, but I am a fan of what I saw, so I appreciate it. Y'all doing big things, good things.
Thank you.
But yeah, we are. I am a lot hands-on. And that's from the making of the vodka to the bottling. So as far as the recipe, what it tastes like, when the kick hits, how it tastes, the look of the bottle. I designed the bottle, logo, the label, all the paperwork. Everything from the Rudy to the Tootie. So it's a long process. It really is. It's hands-on, you get your hands dirty. So it can get a little frustrating,
I believe it.
But that hard work, I definitely see the light at the end of the tunnel.
So how long have you had Hubris? How long have you been into the business?
Actually, I just launched Hubris in February of this year.
Oh wow, okay.
Yep. February of this year, I just launched it. I actually got it on the market. It took about, honestly, from the time I started to actually getting the bottle point, it took about almost a year and a half for that.
Oh.
And a lot of that is the paperwork. There's a lot of steps, that have to be in place. A has to be done before you go to B and C. And then once B and C are done, then you can go to D and E. And then you have to go two separate ways, and then it all comes back together. So the longest process was the paperwork, but it's been out since February, and I want to say that we actually won silver medal for best in taste at the 22 San Francisco World Spirits Competition. Just came out in February and already won an award, so really proud of it.
Hey,
that's dope.
That is definitely dope. What encouraged you to jump into the spirit?
Honestly, a couple of years ago, I was looking to get into investing, and I always read that you should always invest in what you know and what you use. I'm normally a whiskey bourbon drinker. That's how I actually was going to get started with whiskey bourbon. I'll get into that in a minute. So I was looking to invest in what I was drinking, and that was, Crown, because I was a Crown Royal drinker. So while I was looking to that, I said, well, why not have my own and then have someone invest in me? Get my own business going, start something for, generations, but I really wanted to create a quality product, something people could love, something people could like, something I could actually be proud of. I didn't want to put out, some junk. I didn't want it to be fast. So it took me a little time to get to this point, but that's how I got into it. I was looking to get an investing, and then I just started. I said, okay, let me get my own. So that's when the logo popped in my head. The name popped in my head. Everything to that point was pretty much jumped in my head immediately, except how the bottle was going to look. That was the last piece of it.
So are we on mute? No. Oh no, I heard you was pushing button. Sorry. So the name. So you said the name popped in your head. So yeah. Where the name?
Well, the nickname for alcohol, spirits, liquor.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that. You drink Hubris, and that's what it gives you. It gives you that liquid courage. That's that confidence. That's that boost of that the little aggression you need. Just that kick. So that's where the name Hubris came from.
Okay. Oh. So there was actually a question in the room. It said, NJ Rich is asking, how do you get Black-owned liquor into clubs with a high population of African Americans?
It's door to door, everything. If you want it in bars, you're going to do it. If you want it in liquor stores, you're going door to door. If you want it in clubs, hotels, want it in. It's door to door marketing. I go door to door, knocking on people's doors. I'm going in. I'm talking to the manager, the owner, the buyer. I'm pitching my product. Right now, I'm only in Maryland. My wholesale license only covers Maryland, so I'm working on Virginia. But that's where I'm from. Naturally, Virginia. But I have a couple friends with clubs in Virginia. So as soon as I get my Virginia wholesale license, then that's going to be a little bit easier process, paperwork-wise for me. But just going door to door, talk with the owners. It's not a lot of us in this industry. It's not a lot of us, that have the resources to get into this industry or to even help someone else get into this industry. So if you talk to someone, that's a Black, African American business owner, club, store, whatever, ask them how they got started. Ask them what resources they have, but just go talk to them because they're looking to partner with us just like we're looking to partner with them.
Get up in their face is pretty much what he said. Get in their face, show them the product.
Closed mouths don't get fed.
So with you saying that sometimes you have to, take a loss a little bit in order to get your product out there. What are some things that you've had to do in situations where you had to pitch your product?
Well, the funding all comes from my pocket. So my normal 9 to 5 and some of my savings is what's actually funding right now. I'm not at the point where I'm actually making a profit. So the marketing, the deliveries, the door to door, all that is time. So not having enough time is probably my biggest problem right now. The hurdles are, I would say, deliveries, trying to set those up. A lot of them are done on the weekend for me because my 9 to 5, keeps me pretty busy. I actually work in Baltimore, but my 9 to 5 keeps me pretty busy. So, once I'm off with that, or once I'm done on the weekends, that is when I really hit the grind. But the ironic thing is during the weekends, there aren't a lot of managers or buyers actually in the store. So a lot of phone calls during the week to set up maybe, some type of meeting for them to make an exception to come in on the weekend or something like that.
In your pitching, have you also done like tastings to kind of get buy-in for those pitches as well?
Yes, absolutely. Every store I go into, I offer a tasting. But right now, I'm in 2 stores. I'm in Crescent Wine and Spirits, which is in Bowie, and I'm in Woodmore Wine and Spirits. which is in Glenarden, Maryland. I have an application in for Total Wine. I'm waiting to hear back from them now. But I currently do tastings at Crescent Wine and Spirits and also Woodmore Wine and Spirits. I do one every month. I'm there for like 3 hours, either on Friday or Saturday, and I'm just pitching my product. I'm just giving the samples out, and getting more awareness and getting more exposure to the brand.
So in a time and world where it's, hey, this is what's cool, like how does this whole influence era kind of help or hinder you in what you're trying to do? Because everybody tries to follow the cool thing. Hey, look who held this up. It tastes like shit, but hey, such and such is holding it in their hand.
Right. And a lot of it does. It does taste like shit. Some of it's not good. It's not. But me, like I said, I wanted to put out a quality product. But I do take a lot of pointers from the Black-owned spirits that that are already out. Kind of look at how they market. Target audiences. Commercials they do, pictures they take, things like that. So it does help me a lot having that resource already available. But on the flip side of that, there's enough locally, to kind of reach out to. My girlfriend, she actually has a vodka as well, so we kind of feed off each other. Hers is Ego vodka, so I'm Hubris and she's Ego. So we kind of feed off of each other with that. We help each other out with tastings. We help each other out with deliveries and different things like that. So that's been going really well as far as us, and our dynamic duo, as I like to call it. And that's just something that we're going to continue to do.
That's dope.
And what's hers called?
Ego.
Hers is Ego vodka.
Eco, like Eco.
Oh, Eco.
So Hubris and Ego. Yep.
Eco.
So you can get hers,
Add it to
and
the bar.
I drink the man vodka. You drink the vodka.
Add it to the bar, bro. Add it to the bar.
But I think like as we get older, because of course when we were younger, like give me like we was mixing what was it?
Anything?
Alizé and Henny, like we was doing all sorts of stuff. But as you get older and your palate, what I say pause for? What I say?
You said as we get older. I'm assuming that's what he's saying.
No, that's not what he tells us.
Speak for yourself. He ain't old.
But as we get older, like as we mature and get older, your palate changes. What your drink?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does. Like I said, for me, I'm naturally a whiskey bourbon drinker. That's my first thing, and I'm actually, like I mentioned earlier, that's something. When I first partnered and started this, I was looking to make a whiskey bourbon drinker. But you have to love. People love bourbon. They love whiskey. People sometimes just drink vodka.
Right.
So that's going to be a 3 to 5 year lead time for that. I want it to be a quality product. So it's going to be a Hubris bourbon coming soon. But for the vodka, I still wanted it to taste good. I wanted it to be something that it could be remembered. You drink it like that's trash. I'm not getting that again. I wasn't going to do that. So I took my time with it. I made sure, working with the partners I worked with, that, they were using the best ingredients. They were getting them locally from, local farmers in Maryland. And, just to make sure that everything was right. Now, like I said, I'm normally not a vodka drinker. I do drink it, of course, because it's really good. But, I like I said, I just wanted something to be proud of.
Was it hard finding the right group of folks
to work with
to get your brand the way you wanted it,
or your vision? Like how you wanted it. Yeah, your vision.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it was. Actually, when it first popped in my head a couple of years ago, I was going about it the wrong way. I was looking for someone. I was looking for a consultant to come in and kind of make it and market it and bottle it and do all of that. Now, with years, I got to the point where I said, well, I can do all that myself.
Right.
So I actually went out to one distillery, and I talked to the owner, and he talked me through the process. and you know, he seemed real eager, but then, you know, he wouldn't answer my emails. So found another distiller. But the second distiller, it was a younger group of guys, actually Mcclintock Distilling. They're out of Frederick, Maryland. That's who Bob was. Younger group of guys, Braden, Tyler, and Seth, and they were really good with understanding it's my product, that they actually work for me, and that, you know, it's going to look and taste and get the feel that I want it to have. They didn't have any problem with that. They were, you know, more than eager to work with me, and make sure, you know, because their name goes on it too. Their reputation is also attached to it. So they always make sure that it is, you know, done pretty much to perfection.
I think NJ Rich, you got a question.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you're thinking about adding flavors to your vodka. I know there's a lot of vodkas out there with, you know, honeysuckle, wheat comb, strawberry in them. And so I'm just trying to figure out if that's the route you plan on going.
You know, when I first came out with it, I thought about that. But after I came out with it, I felt that would be too commercial to take away from the brand. So I decided not to do it.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like when, like after a while, like I love everybody, any brother doing anything. But after a while, I was like, Puff, like, all right, man, what the fuck you gonna have next? Thanksgiving turkey vodka, like, god damn, like
not Thanksgiving turkey.
After a while, you kind of just add, but it does take away from that premium quality product that we originally had, that we fell in love with, that we want. How many flavors of Hennessy is out there? Exactly.
Yep.
Hennessy. That's it.
That's it.
Because you keep that. Hubris.
I can get a strawberry Hennessy.
You have to add that. You got to alter it. I could get a strawberry Hubris if I want. I go get me a nice bottle of Hubris.
Exactly.
Strawberry puree. Boom, boom, bing bong.
It tastes
not bing bong.
Too much TikTok.
I know, right? Sorry.
Right.
So how are you using? So do you have to, like me, have to adjust to the social media world and kind of realize, like, okay, this is how I kind of have to get my stuff out there?
I do. I'm not a TikTok person. I'm more of an IG person and a Facebook person.
Okay.
TikTok, I guess, you know, later. Eventually on to more things, but right now I'm really focusing on. I'm not really a Twitter person either, to be honest with you. So right now I'm just focusing on, you know, the website and, you know, IG and Facebook. But yeah, just staying up on that is another job in itself. I know you all know with advertising and trying to put, you know, the product and make sure the content is right, make sure it's catchy, make sure it's not boring, make sure, you know, it pops and grabs interest. So that's been another, you know, job in itself. So yeah, I am still adjusting to that, but you know, I think I'm doing okay right now, unless somebody else tells me different. So I keep it going. So
as we had mentioned earlier, you are going to be one of the featured spirits at the Long Table, a Taste of Summer Long Table Dining Experience in Baltimore in June. I don't plan to wait because I know you said you're still getting everything together. So if I went online, I couldn't get anything sent to me right now, but I can get it when I come in town, right?
You can get it. Well, like I work in Baltimore, so I'm up in that area every day.
I'm in Raleigh.
You're in Raleigh. Oh, you're in Raleigh.
Uh-huh.
Bing bong. He's in Raleigh.
Have to get down there. But if anybody
but we'll be in town for Memorial Day weekend because I definitely want to grab something. So I definitely
yeah. I can't ship, like, for me, I'm a wholesaler, so I can only sell to retail stores. I can't sell personally.
My wife got an EIN number.
Or to actually get my product.
You can't buy with your EIN number? You got a business?
I do have a business.
Right, but not like that.
It's for our Christmas party.
Okay. Look, let's put something together. Absolutely.
I want some vodka. I want to take I believe this. Like, first of all, I can tell when somebody trying to BS me, and when they he believes, like he is passionate about his product. I like people that are passionate about their product.
Absolutely.
I want some vodka.
He put his heart, soul, 9 to 5 and savings into that. He gotta be.
And I'm like you. I'm a bourbon and a cognac drinker because I like to smoke my cigar. Sit back. But lately, I've been smoking my cigar, drinking just about anything. I had port the other day smoking a cigar. I mean, if it worked, it worked. So I'd like to try it, definitely. And the bottle, I really do love the design on of the whole thing. It's simple. It stands out, but it
looks very adultish.
Yeah, it's very sophisticated. It's got
Yeah, thank you.
And these days the bottle could sell a liquor. How many times I done walked in a couple times to the liquor store and I'm like, damn, I like that bottle. I don't even know what it is, but the bottle just caught my eye and I just want to try it. But
and it does have a masculine vibe to it.
Oh, definitely. It's very, metro. No, hetero, not metro. It's very hetero.
Yeah, I wanted it to stand. When you walk in the store and see it on the shelf, I wanted you to say, hey, I want to try that just by the look of the bottle, and the label.
Right. The bottle is sleek and sexy, and definitely look over and say, I want to know what that is.
If you single and you got that sitting down, you pull it out and the girl come over and be like,
"What, she gonna drop her panties, Mike?" No.
Look at that bottle. Look at if you got the move set.
So we dropping bottles on it. We dropping
panties. The bottle's a panty dropper.
No.
There you go.
It is sleek and sexy now. And
I'm saying, yo,
there's Trey songs on it.
What's the proof on it, Ed?
80.
Yes.
Is it 80?
It was 80. What's the proof?
80 proof.
Yep. But when I was on the site, now tell me, so it break down the H1, H2, and H3.
Okay, so Hubris. So what I did was I came up with some custom cocktails based on. And instead of giving them names like, Strawberry Peach or Sex on the Beach or, the Zombie, I just said, okay, I'm going to do it simple. H1 through H10. And that's what the specialty drinks are. So I'm going to have them featured at the Long Table event. Bartender's going to be putting something together. So I'll have some recipes, some drinks and when I come.
And they look like drinks I can make on my own without Mike. Ew.
Mix them up.
Yeah, that's dope.
Oh wow!
So Mike, you think we can get Mr. Whelan singing down at the last day, the final Cooley show? And if it has to be a business situation and using Shannon's EIN number, maybe Shannon can do a show, a business show, get some sponsorship in there with the alcohol and the spirits all in the same place, try to make it, one big happy family. Is that an idea? Can we make it happen?
Yeah, because we're doing our last show on the 27th, turning the lights out. But other things will come up. Mayberry has her own show. Slick Talk. Linnea has her podcast. NJ Rich has been beating me up because I didn't get to start doing something with him. Mac has his clothing line.
Okay.
The family's good. I'm ready to walk away and kind of, check on something else because they all are way beyond I've ever been. So they will go and do great things. But our last show's on the 27th, but the place we're doing it at is it's a juice bar.
Right.
But he said we had to bring our own liquor. A friend of mine, he has a juice bar. So yeah, if I can figure out something in it and you say it works, then I will put it. We can definitely put it together. I'm gonna call him and see what he may have because he may already be set up to kind of flow right into your situation. Because one thing we don't fuck with is the I, the R, and the S.
Sure don't.
I don't know.
I'm gonna keep the brother. I'm not going to step on no toes now. But I'm still stuck on the H1 through 10 because. So, how, did you tasted all of these and tried them out and?
Look, I used my girlfriend as a test subject multiple times for every one of those drinks.
Oh wow!
Along with myself, so we just said, we made up some drinks and we tasted. I said, okay, well, I'm gonna call this H1. And I threw this together. How does it taste? It's too sweet, not sweet enough. Can I add this? Let me take this away. I'm gonna call this H2. And until I got the 10 drinks. So
that's dope.
Coming out right now, I think I want to start with those 10 just to recommend because they are really good and I think they're relatively easy to make.
Mm-hmm. Yep, right up my alley.
Man, this is awesome. Like,
Hey.
yeah, this is awesome. So so next steps? I know, we're going to keep hitting the pavement, getting this in the stores more. But when you sit back and like, what is the ultimate goal for Mr. Ed Whelan?
Well, I've already reached out to a couple sports teams because I want to get in the concession stands at those stadiums. So I've reached out to the Baltimore Ravens. They hit me back, so I had one meeting with the Ravens. So we're going to have another meeting. I hit up the Baltimore Orioles also. I haven't heard. I'm assuming season just started off, so they're a little busy. Or they may not be interested, but we'll see. I'm also, like, tomorrow I have a meeting. A friend of mine has a restaurant in Frederick, Maryland. So I'm going to meet him out there tomorrow afternoon and have it put in, talk about putting in that restaurant. Like I said, I have an application in Total Wine in Laurel and Towson, Maryland. So I'm waiting to hear back from that. And the plan is I want Hubris to be everywhere. I want Hubris.
Amen.
I want it I want you to be able to order Hubris in the airplane while you sit in the airplane. That's what I want for Hubris.
Definitely.
And how many people, like, you can tell his mind operates a little differently, and because we've had, like, people tell us where they want stuff, but nobody thinks, how many damn airplanes go up and down and out and in and all. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Yes, definitely power moves. Definitely.
And it's going in the way you are beating the pavement. It's going to happen. Like you're about you could tell, like Mike keeps saying, you are about your business. And you just keep that same mindset, and it's going to be in all the places you name, plus, because once they get into a few big places, hey, the stadium alone, Ravens, they gonna start talking. They gonna start talking to the Orioles and all, like, and word of mouth.
Baseball always late to the party anyway, so we already know how that goes. They always late to the party.
That's all right. We'll get there. But I am absolutely confident. I absolutely have no doubt that Hubris is not going to take off and go where I want it. I'm certain that it's going to.
We speak it into existence. Absolutely. That's what I've been learning over the last few weeks. We speak things into existence.
Manifestation. Yep.
That's right. You all see it scrolling down on the bottom of the screen. You need to go right now. Follow Hubris Premium Spirits. Don't forget the underscores, and check out the website, because not only does Mr. Ed need to sell liquor, but he needs the algorithms.
Yes.
So comment on those pictures. Hit the like button on his pictures.
Go
to the website. Share. Like we tell you all the time, it's free to share. It ain't gonna cost you nothing to share. Now, if you want that bottle, that's gonna cost us. That's something else now. But sharing is free. So just go ahead and support. So hold up. Well, you only wholesale the bottle, so I can't.
It's in two stores already, though, right?
Yeah, 2 stores.
Two stores already.
What are they averaging about? Is that okay to ask?
Yeah.
How much?
They're about $32 a bottle in both stores.
That's right in my lane. And you said 80 proof, right? Yep, 80 proof, 40% alcohol content. Hubris Vodka.
And what stores again?
It's on Woodmore.
Crescent, Bowie, Maryland, and Woodmore Wine and Spirits.
So we can hit the one in Bowie, Maryland on the way into town if we take 301, right?
Yes. 150.
Yes. Yeah.
Boom, shakalaka.
Appreciate you.
Crescent Wine and Spirits is the one in Bowie.
Crescent, yes.
Oh yeah. Or send Kim up there.
True that.
Yeah, Kim can go grab it.
There we go.
Look, I'll put it. I see how quick I piece that together. We gonna have some hubris at my father's house for Memorial Day this week,
or Friday as
Oh yeah, Friday at the final show.
Excuse me, stop being selfish.
My bad. NJ Rich NJ Rich don't drink. He just want to smell it. He don't want to drink it. He just want to smell it.
I don't drink it, but I'll say this: I'm for Black business. Period. Case in point. And so, because I am for Black business, my suggestion is see if you can link up with Black Swan and down there in that restaurant. I know plenty of people go down there and drink, drink their life away. And so, if you're going to go to a black-owned restaurant, black-owned restaurant should have black-owned liquor. Black-owned liquor should support black-owned restaurants. That's how we, all elevate. So, holler at them, and they should. I don't see why they shouldn't, put you in the restaurant and then have the people mix it with everything they're going to mix it with. As long as if your liquor get mixed with the wrong thing, it's going to turn from H1 to H1N1. So we don't want that. So y'all just be easy. Be easy with it.
Right.
Well, we appreciate you coming on, Ed. I hope that you walk away still with the same good feeling, because it's different when you watch it and then when you have to sit amongst these lovely people here. It can change your whole perception. Even me, I'm not as cool as I look on the outside. But we appreciate the support, though. All the good words that you gave as far as checking the show out, we appreciate it. I don't lie, I'm definitely going to have some vodka the weekend at the next. Is there anything that you wanted to touch on that we did not touch on that you want to let people know, or
somebody said Poppy
share?
Cuisine too.
Oh yeah, Poppy Cuisine. Yep, definitely. And
Tom's? Is Tom's black on?
No.
Oh, I don't know. I just know a bunch of black people.
Bar One, the dude from Bar One. What's the homegirl's?
Peter Thomas.
Yeah,
Peter
Bar
Thomas.
One. Yeah, they got a Bar One in Baltimore now. You do know Peter Thomas.
Oh, Peter.
Yeah.
Peter Thomas.
NJ James said no. Yeah, Baltimore has a nice wide selection of African black-owned restaurants, definitely. But go ahead, Ed. I'm sorry to cut you off. Anything you wanted to share before we let you go? I apologize.
No, just that I appreciate y'all time. I appreciate what y'all done.
Appreciate you.
Not just with me, with other black businesses as well. Getting the word out. Y'all are professionals. Y'all bring good content. So keep that. But for me, thank you. I appreciate it. Like I said, just get the word out. Help me get the word out. Let's build an audience, build a following. So we can get Hubris.
Yes.
That's what's up. And like we were told by the last Spirit owners, go into these bars and ask for Hubris. The more you keep asking for it, they're gonna start having to look for it. And
the liquor stores, not
liquor
just
stores,
the
bars, all of that. Yeah. So definitely go. Even if you're NJ Rich, I know you don't even drink, but you're gonna walk in there and be like, hey, look, y'all got this? Oh man, fuck this store. And then just walk out. That's all you gotta do.
Wow.
We appreciate it though, Ed. And like I said, the show may be ending, but my finger, I know how to share, and I don't mind. I repost, I share. It don't even take a lot on my day, and it does something. It makes me feel good. So we appreciate everything you're doing. We pray for your continued success, and we know we will see you on the top. And I got an interview, so when you get big, I'm going to get big too. We going up together. Goddamn. Thank you, sir. We appreciate it, man.
All right. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good one.
Ed Whelan, Senior, owner of Hubris Vodka. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm going to get mine, y'all.
Are you really?
You better get yours.
If I don't get it.
Yo, you all putting me on the big screen now after you stand me behind the logo the whole show.
Ooh,
that's why I was doing this.
That's why Mayberry looked over like that.
She sure was.
Look, and I be trying to I try to move the logo, and I didn't even realize. You know what? In the beginning, I saw you had turned the mic off real quick, and I didn't even realize when you came back because everything went. Man, why y'all always fucking on me? Y'all
because let me tell you why. Because you fall into the trap every single time. Why did you even explain yourself? You know the professor, Big G, Mac, they pull you in all the time, and you feed into it. You go you like a booby trap. You love a booby trap.
He be gaslight. He be gaslit. That's what.
Every time. All right, so before we jump into the whole Buffalo thing, there's a couple other videos I want to hit because our favorite pastor, what they call him, Dick 'em Down Bryant. Went hard
Bruh.
again.
You mean dirty draws, Jamal?
He went
Yeah,
hard.
you definitely gotta say pause after that.
Yeah,
After you say dick him down, went hard again.
Pause.
Right,
Yeah,
where
pause.
was bruh?
Pause.
It was bruh something.
Yeah.
That was my bad.
Nah, dick 'em
I
down.
just call them dirty draws.
To men who have no authority. How can a man say that you are of low value after 35? How can a man say that you do not have the level of traction of a high-powered man when that man has got to get a GoFundMe for his funeral?
Oh, stop.
Y'all ain't saying nothing to me. You got to be in that place where you operate in the authority of God. Look at another sister around you. Tell them, it's not that I hate men. Come on, look at another sister. Say, I do not hate men. I just despise weak men. I despise cowardice men. I just ain't got time for men who are insecure about my gift. I'm not going to dummy down because of what God got me. I don't have to lower my standard. That man got listening to men.
Yeah, you got to put up that disclosure.
We about to get kicked off anyway.
Ain't that with the definition of calling the kettle black? This one.
Right.
How you gonna talk about somebody's character when you were supposed to be a man of the cloth? He is just somebody speaking. He was just somebody speaking and
That
running,
part.
Acting like a subject matter expert. What, you a pastor? And
That
people
was
just trying to
he
figure
was
out
sleeping with the
how
fly.
do we judge at this capacity? Like how and why
he was sleeping with some of the flies, and he got some kids out there.
Oh,
Popcorn kids, like Mayberry said.
Oh, he got popcorn babies?
Yes, Lord.
In the church?
Yes. That's a known fact. Before he left.
Y'all look, let me say this. Y'all know I was not a fan of Samuels. And I felt terrible the next day that I had with the reposted of the 35 because I'm like, never mind. But
that was the day before. That was like the night before.
That was the night before. I know.
We didn't
and then
know.
the next day, and then I had people all in my DMs like, yo, Mayberry, you take them out. I was like, yo, what you trying to say? They like, because we know you don't fuck with
I
Kevin
would have said that
Samuels.
I ain't the only one now. Y'all need to stop pointing at
I'm
me.
like, y'all know how many people ain't like him. They was like, nah, yo, we think you might have. They was like, you was talking about him excessively this week. And then yo just gone the next day. I said, yo, for real.
That was a coincidence. Leave it alone.
That chick had something to do with it, though. That chick.
That's what everybody's saying.
Now hold on. Now hold up. Now don't y'all let Jamal Bryant off that easy.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm about to go.
Don't go to the girl.
No,
hold up.
I'm about to get back.
He's been known to sleep around.
But I don't understand how he can say something like that. Like, did he use the pulpit for him to be an a-hole? That's what my problem is.
There you go.
Now you gonna stand on the pulpit and try to hide your sarcasm and ignorance behind the Bible.
There we go. That's the part.
That's what I don't like.
Beyond all that foolishness that he trying to throw rocks. Since when
that
this
wasn't
is
the
a church
move.
sermon that I wanted us to go see.
Not the pulpit, and not the congregation laughing though.
Because as I don't know if it was Mike or my girlfriend said when we were talking about it, like he knows his crowd. He knows his congregation. He knows what he's capable of doing. They know they come for that type of shit. Exactly. Entertainment. They come for that. So he knew that it was okay to do that. He couldn't have went and did that to any of our hometown churches that we grew up in, and none of those, with Big Mama and them really up in it. He couldn't have did that there.
Shout out to the Sink or Swim podcast. They said whole ass clown, whole adulterous ass preacher.
Yeah, they going in the gram. They going in the gram.
Like, my whole thing is I get tired of people hiding behind God. Like they will sit here and say the most ignorant stuff out of their mouth, and then be like, because God said, God ain't tell you to say that to me. Your ignorant ass said that to me. Don't try to hide behind God and do that. And that's why it's hard for people to trust in or believe in something, because you have people like that in a leadership position that's supposed to bring people in, and they do stuff like that to make people stay away, because they like, if I can't feel safe in the streets and I can't feel safe in the church, then what I'm here for?
Shout out to
church is a business now.
I think a Slim said he didn't have the balls to say it while he was alive, and that's what gets me about when people leave. That's what gets me about people. Like there were plenty of people that stood up, and when Kevin Samuels was here, when Kevin Samuels was here, plenty of people that were his opposition definitely said,
"Me,
yeah, fuck what you talking about," or I don't like the way you said like okay, what he's saying is valid, but you don't have to say it like
I don't like your delivery.
Exactly. So
but then don't sit up in here and kiss his ass while he present, and then when he gone, you sitting up in here and now you want to act like you Rick Ross the boss. Have a seat, sir.
My thing is, who the fuck asked Jamal Bryant though for his opinion?
Nobody. Not in the church. I'm trying to figure out, do they do a survey before they start their service and ask these motherfuckers what they want to talk about? And they're trying to figure out who told them they want to talk
But Jamal Bryant is known for bringing in life shit, entertainment shit like that into the pulpit.
Shannon, you actually tipped onto something. The fact is his congregation is full of a lot of women. And the fact is his congregation is filled up with a lot of women that probably have been talked to like that or diminished or degraded in some capacity. Let me sit there and talk about it because we know a lot of y'all don't like him. So let me go ahead. Are you trying to position yourself for some new candidates?
That's what it is. If you feel like you need one-on-one help, just come talk to me in the back.
Exactly. What kind of counseling you want? You want to counsel these people that don't like Kevin Samuels? What you trying to do,
Brian? Yes, he's looking for recruits.
He looking for some new recruits. He out here. He getting people to fill out applications for some new shit. Ain't nobody
He's an entertainment pastor. That's what he is. He's an entertainment
pastor.
I think
exactly what Shannon said. That's why he moved. That's exactly why he moved.
That was insensitive. I'm sorry. That was insensitive as fuck.
And then his facts weren't even right. Like the one thing, Mayberry, Linnea, the one thing we have learned doing this show, Mayberry doing your show, Linnea doing your podcast, when you sit in a position like this, no matter if you got 2 people or 2 million people watching you, check what the fuck you're talking about. Or you have to phrase it in a way that covers you just in case it's not correct.
Yeah, you gotta say allegedly.
He said no, he saw the first Instagram post he saw and just jumped all on it.
Swim said the podcast said it was right before the offering.
They probably had some panty drawers in that basket when that thing came around.
Yeah, that was like, and that's the way you felt. That's all. You know what? That it is what it is. But but
it's too soon though.
Church was not the place.
And it was an opinion.
That's not a sermon. Where in that was God?
Wrong time. Like, give me the word.
Because all of that word was a bunch of judgment, and you are not the one to judge, bro.
If there's a summit or maybe like a conference, I can understand a reference of something.
Right, a reference, but not the whole thing.
For you to sit there in the middle of your so-called sermon on the pulpit, preaching and speaking to women, and then I'm seeing the women in the congregation laughing. At the end of the day, that is still another black man that is now gone. And his family now has to deal with it. So while all of y'all are angry and upset about what words this man has said, because I didn't like them either, y'all are making a mockery of some people losing a family member. And that is shitty as fuck. I don't care what anybody has to say about that. That is ignorant and stupid. A loss is a loss. It's not our position and place to sit there and sit that in that capacity.
And here's the crazy part. God forbid something happened to Jamal Bryant and somebody stand on a pulpit and do this same exact thing. Oh, it's going to be all hell to break loose.
Please don't talk about Jamal Bryant around one of his faithful followers. Lord have mercy. I had a cousin.
And you had a whole list, laundry list that you got to stand at the pearly white gates and discuss with God.
But that's the difference. He's doing entertainment. It's not based that clip. Let me say it this way: that clip was not founded in religious doctrine. That clip was about entertainment. The entertainment value of where religion has gone in certain communities and in certain churches. Now, I mean, if you want to have a conversation about that, Have a conversation about where religion has gone to a point that a lot of people have left. And like Mayberry alluded to earlier, these are the types of things that keep people away from church.
Definitely.
You hear that a lot. You hear that a lot.
You know, the judgment of it all. So if you're going to get up and your church is supposed to be 100,000 strong, you can have the first 5 rows, the first 10 rows clapping, singing, and jumping up and down. But what about the 15 rows in the back who's sitting there with the same thoughts of, I mean, I was cool with Jamal Brown, but you know, after this dude is foul. You're not thinking about your entire congregation. You may be thinking about the first 10 or 15 rows, but that first 10 or 15 rows, if your congregation is 100,000 strong, is only a small percentage. So just think about, you know, everybody. And even more important is another point Mayberry alluded to, that this is another brother. So even though you may be talking specifically to your female base, there are brothers out here who now look at other brothers even worse when you can have somebody who's of popularity say something ill will about another brother who had a following. So it doesn't matter how big that you get, you still see the whole crabs in the bucket mentality when you have 2 popular individuals, one passes and then the other one is still trying to rip down his legacy. Whether you agree with Kevin Samuels or not, how you handle his passing is more about who you are as a person versus the person that passed. So if you want to be, you know, all high and mighty, understand. Now, listen, there are people who are more in the church than I am, but from my experience, you're supposed to be acting like God and Christ or whatever, if that's what you believe in. And I don't know if that is what is considered Christ-like, to tear somebody down when they pass and their family could still be grieving over their soul.
Well, you are tuned into the Cooley and the Gang Show live every Tuesday night, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're joining us right now, everybody take a second, hit that heart. We need those hearts. Even if you're over in IG Live, hit the heart for us. Over here in Facebook, Twitch, wherever you at, hit the heart, hit the like button. Show us that we doing what we're supposed to be doing. That's how you give us an amen. Hit the heart, hit the laugh, hit the anchor face. Like give us our amens. So so we see things like this happen all the time, and then it's our favorite time of the night. Oh, shit. That old famous apology. Oh, the nigga walked it back, like Vance said.
Last week, while we were in worship, I made a reference to now deceased public critic and public intellectual about relationships, Brother Samuels. As a consequence, later information came forth that what it is that I said was incorrect. This place is a place of truth. Everything that I say from this place must be a place of truth as it represents the gospel of God. I don't care whether you are a pastor, a bishop, or a postman. When you are wrong, you have to own when you are wrong. And so not in a quiet place, but from the same.
All right, shut the fuck up.
The fuck are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about?
He backpedaling.
Look at this. And I'm gonna stand on this, and this is how I feel. If I say something, I mean it. That's how I felt. That's how I felt. If it hurt somebody, okay, all right. But he should have just stood on it. Like he said, just stand on it. Like, don't just stand on it. Like
you said it with your chest.
Because the information was wrong. He couldn't stand on it. He couldn't.
No.
He could have.
No, because the information was wrong.
I'd have wrote that
you kicked
shit.
that man in the back or some information
that
wasn't right. So you
can't. Wrote that shit to the last show.
Well, he should have stood up and said, "I said what I said."
What my man said on the wire. What my man said on the wire. What Slim Charles said. If it's a lie, then we fight on that lie. That's just how it is.
No, bro.
That's just what it is.
No.
You can't backpedal. You can't be that strong, that passionate.
He was passionate, Linnea.
You can't.
And then rewind. Come on now. Come on.
So here's why I say you can backpedal for this reason and this reason only. he had a lot of shit he was talking about this man, but he was basing it on the fact that this man had a GoFundMe. So he wasn't just talking shit about what the man said. So he can backpedal.
It was really a shot at him.
It was a backpedal because you talked all this shit about this man, and this man don't have a GoFundMe. So you got to correct what you said, because now what you said was wrong. Now, if you just straight talk shit about him talking about 35 and you single, then that's one thing, because you just was straight talking shit. But you was talking shit based on a lie. Because your facts.
Well, based off of what his opinion, like you said, based off of opinions, and opinions are like assholes. Most people have. So.
To me, it's a lot of emotion that he should not have had.
Passion.
Like you were sitting there and you were preaching on emotion.
He was happy to have something to kick this man in his back. He was happy about it. And
I don't understand, as a man, you shouldn't feel comfortable kicking another man,
another brother,
and especially a brother that's now gone. That's my issue. It's
he
just
can't
like
defend himself.
Y'all don't have enough support.
Well,
y'all don't. That's what's effed up. It's like y'all don't have enough support. Y'all got to go out and fight out in the world every single day. But I got to fight with my brother though.
And we both we both got to the place where we want to be, and we
no matter how you got there,
we still feel a need to fucking
crabs in a barrel.
Pretty much.
Well, I'll say this about his recant. If you're gonna do it with the same, if you're gonna step out there with that energy, because in that first video he was in it, and in that second video he's all quiet and somber. No, B.
No, give me that same performance you gave me earlier.
That's where I'm
getting
the
same energy.
Same
Serve me my apology
like from your chest.
I didn't mean to do it. I shouldn't have said it. My facts wasn't right. I'm gonna get it better the next time. Congregation, do you hear me? Touch your neighbor and say, Jamal Brown is sorry.
Give me that
I want the same
energy.
shit.
The same energy. Don't
come with his chest though. That's what I'm saying.
His chest and his throat. It was all up in here. Kevin Samuels was all in that.
And when he came back, he was, well, this has to be a place of truth. Dude, come on, fam. Like, if you're going to do it, preach it like you was preaching it before. Give me that fire and brimstone stuff that you was doing in the first one.
Won't get smited.
Because that's what. Listen, if you're gonna diss somebody in public, you then gotta say it in public, but say it the same way. You ain't diss him quiet. You ain't say, "Oh, Kevin Samuels is this, and he got to go fund me, and he don't have." He ain't said that way the first time.
No,
like, say it the same way, man. I mean,
that same energy,
because you lose respect. By people in the same people who told you, who reminded you that you were wrong, and your original was probably them same people that you need to make sure is straight. Because like I said, those first 5 and 10 rows, they was with you, but you don't know about them other 10, 15 rows behind them who are probably some of them same people who brought the misinformation to your attention. So just do it. Like, if you're gonna do it, like the song say, do it well, make sure that it counts.
But we also know, but I was going to say, we also know that, because I have been to his church in the past, those people that you talk about that's in the front rows, those were the 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 folks that he be pointing out that say, I feel 5,000 people in this pew area. I feel $1,000. So he's preaching to the ones that's funding him.
To the money. Yeah, he preached to the money. So, well, guess what?
Show me the money.
Good luck. That's all I can say. So y'all know, last week I think we played the video of the young lady that was at the gym, and the brother came and tried to slide mat under her booty. Booty. She told him to take himself and that mat and that do-rag and that shirt and get the fuck out of her face, basically, is what she told him. So another one of our favorite guys has a video. I know a lot of y'all work out. And let me know if you recognize anybody in this video.
I got dreams and I'm steady chasing. Living in the living room got me steady pacing. Back and forth, back and forth.
Okay, Dad.
Steady facing, and I might just beat his head if he keep on hating. I'm in.
Camera creep.
Like that.
They do be doing that though.
Like a stripper on the pole, got the asses shaking. She got her sand through the toes like we on vacation. I'm in the lift, we're trying to ride. Just cause your bitch, yeah boy, she hop inside. If you need that shit, yeah boy, I got that fire. Shit she might desire, shit your mama try. No kids allowed. I'm in. No.
Oh, we definitely noticed somebody.
Yeah.
The camera creep. The camera creep, and they tagged themselves last week.
He walked up to the lady and said, legs is wide, like you having a baby. Oh man.
I'm pulled over.
I love it. Yeah, shout out to Desi. Shout out to Desi. That was a fun interview. If you missed that one, I'm gonna try to play that again one day.
Yeah, you played it. You played it before, Mike. Like when we was like, I think we was on hiatus for like, for
I think I was on vacation. Was it? Okay, I knew I did. I thought I had it in a compilation. That was a fun interview. That was definitely a fun interview.
You gonna do old girl?
Oh,
Cry
right
face?
here.
I don't know
What girl? What girl?
Cry face. They came to my house.
Oh, Black Lives Matter. I think I'm gonna do this one right here. I don't know if y'all saw this video.
Which one?
Guys, so check out this video of this little boy coming to my house, beating on my door with a whip, trying to attack my daughter. Take a look at this. Also, please like, share, and comment.
Little boy, you better get your ass from off my porch beating on my door like this. I will call the police. You need to leave. Don't you ever beat on my goddamn door like that. Go. Okay.
So as the video progresses, my husband goes over to speak to his father.
The neighbor does, across the street.
Take a look at this. He has a gun behind his back.
Because you ain't coming over here talking nicely, you're accusing my son. I'm showing you the video. We're showing you the video. You ain't showing me the video of this guy. Get off my plane. That's my line. Get off my plane. Baby, get off the vine.
I'm not worried about this video. It's fine.
Thank you. You owe me a plan. I don't owe you shit. Fuck you. I bet you want to bring no motherfucking ass. Can you please stop, sir? All we want to do is just talk to you civil. That's the problem. You and your kids want to play fucking victim. Your son came over here.
Guys, I was literally in shock.
Please, no. Bring his ass over here. Please. You have a gun. Come over here on my side. You have a gun.
We called the police twice. Luckily, this time he went to jail.
Come on, let's do it. No, baby, get it. Oh my God.
He almost shoots himself and his daughter. Hey guys, so check out this video.
Okay, so she said everything really quickly. I
All
saw
right,
the
so
video.
let me break it down
itself,
for y'all. So the little boy came to the house to get
I saw that part.
hanging on the front door with a whip.
Yes, he did.
Parents went over to confront the neighbor. Well, they called the police. The police didn't do
Well,
anything.
wait a minute, because before he also was hitting their car too, and the neighbor recorded that.
Okay, well that ain't
right.
You hit the whip with the door. That's enough for me. I'm gonna fuck you up.
I would have took the whip and whipped his ass.
First of all, I'd have opened the door and dragged his ass in the house. And
But you know what the repercussions is that though.
So then when they went to approach the parents, the father came to the door with a gun. He held it behind his back. The gun did go off because the father dropped the gun and picked it up and the gun went off.
Oh my Lord.
So that's why you heard the gunshot and the lady kind of screamed.
Which meant somebody could have accidentally got shot.
Right.
Because you come into the door with a gun because I'm coming to talk to you about your badass child.
That's whipping my door.
It's learned fucking behavior.
The neighbor was not, the police didn't do anything until the gun went off in city limits. So when they called the police about the whip, nothing happened. But when the gun went off, that's when the police did intervene. And yeah,
which is not surprising.
They arrested him after that.
Which is not surprising.
Oh, they arrested him. The white father or the black
he didn't do
father?
nothing wrong, legally.
Who
the little badass kid?
No, but that's just learned how we talk about all the time. That's learned behavior.
Yeah, but he wanted to whip the little girl. He
Right.
wanted to whip,
And then
I don't care if you want to whip my son.
And that's what I would have let my daughter out the house, snatch that whip out his hand, and beat the shit out of him. Because at that point, you came on my property, and I had the right to whip your ass.
I'm telling you, no.
Father probably was mad. Father probably was mad because he found the son had the sex whip.
Yeah, that's what that's
That's why the son was. That's why the father was mad. Pulled the gun out. Tell somebody about this shit.
He had his S&M whip. Took his father's S&M whip. Like, boy, told you about going to my top drawer.
Now he's gonna get his ass whipped with the whip.
He ain't gonna get his ass whipped.
You done stole my whip, and you had some niggas on my door.
Yeah.
What are you coming over here? What you trying to see my daughter for?
First he came over there to whip her.
Yeah.
All right. So here's the thing. Don't that seem? Maybe I'm being extra, and I'm okay with that. But don't it seem a little racist that his white ass came over there with a whip to whip a black girl?
That's what they saying. That's what they saying.
That's all I got to say.
Of all the things you could go find, you went and found a whip.
You had to get a whip though.
A real one, not a branch, a real one.
That was a real. That was like some.
You really can't look at it like that. Maybe he liked the little girl, got feelings for her, and he saw some shit to his mother.
Whip her black ass? No.
Yeah, that's how you show your love. That's what his father do to his mother.
That's between his mama and his.
You know what, Matt? You probably on to something.
That's learned behavior too.
You probably on to something. He got it.
I'm dead.
You on to something.
That is hilarious.
Oh shit!
I be figuring out what all y'all are on this screen. I don't have nothing.
She got it perfectly. Her camera is probably the only camera that's not backwards.
Yeah.
No, mine is backwards. I'm just weird. I'm weird. I'm weird as fuck. I'm trying to tell you.
Because right now,
hey Linnea, how you doing, girl?
So if you want to point at NJ Rich, we gotta go.
But it don't work for us. So it always looks like
you probably got to invert.
That's Matt right there.
Actually,
NJ Rich right
here.
You
point. There you go.
Opposite.
NJ Rich right there.
Yeah, NJ Rich right there. Now go
right
NJ
here.
Rich ear. NJ Rich go like this. Put it in your ear.
Pause.
Like this.
Pause.
Y'all right there. Hey, Linnea.
That was funny. My bad. Yeah.
Y'all simple.
It's all in funny. It's all in good fun.
Like that was over the. Like, can you just imagine? You look on your Ring camera and there's a little Caucasian boy.
Thank God for the Ring camera.
Right.
Thank God for the Ring camera. For real. Because it'll be his word against the parents.
What if he broke something on the property? Like my whole thing is what I get tired of is parents that don't hold their kids accountable for fuck behavior. And it's just like, yeah, they could have fucked your kid up. Now I gotta say this like this because I'm trying to told you. Come on my door, come fucking somebody kid up. Now, the fact that they took the higher road by saying, let me go and talk to the parents. Hey, your son came over and did X, Y, and Z.
And showed them the video. And they showed them the video.
And you crying because I'm on your Vine?
You crying because I'm on your Vine? Making it up. You showing proof and evidence saying, hey, your son came over and did this. They could get that kid on some. Let me tell you something. If they start breaking stuff at that house, I would. Restitution. Sometimes the best way to get people in their pocket. Like, because that's just ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Because if not, this little white ass ain't gonna learn. And I'm not saying it like that. Lord forgive me. I'm sorry. Look, my disclaimer. I'm not saying it like that. I gotta be careful. I forget I'm on camera. I'm not saying it like that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, the boys kid, we would have said his little black ass. So we ain't.
I would have. I'm gonna say your black ass, and I will say the a ninja or a nigga or something in here. But I'm just saying, we have to hold our own kids accountable. The problem is we don't want no one else to say something, but we don't correct the behavior. If you see something, you address the issue, and if someone else is respectfully coming to you to tell you when they could have effed your kid up. Because white or black, purple or green, you come and knock on my door doing that, I'm fucking you up.
All the way.
Period.
And I mean, he had some anger issues. That little boy had anger issues.
So here's me thinking about it from a different way because my mind don't work the same. What if it was your child I know Mayberry alluded it, but what if it was your child that went over somebody else's house? What would you do to your child? Because personally, if it were my child going to somebody else, we got an immediate problem. We have, because there's no business for my child to be on anybody else's property with a weapon, because that's what that is at that time, looking to start some stuff. So if it's your child, take care of your child. Like teach your child what is right from wrong, and to send your child over to somebody's house. First of all, you have your child going to a place that you nor your child live there. And if somebody pulls something on your child, you're the first one that's you ready to go to court, to war, to anything. But your child is over there banging and beating on somebody's door with a weapon. At that time, that whip is a weapon. So when you look at it from that perspective, like if your child has a problem, like why don't everybody sit down and have a conversation, which is what the family was trying to do before it escalates to that environment. But don't send your child over somebody else's house because you don't know what's going to happen, or if your child is even going to come back.
So we got some new information. So Vance says apparently that he said apparently he was mad because he got jumped by the black couple's children. Now the reason they did it is because he was yelling racial slurs.
Oh shoot!
NJ Rich, you're usually my fact check.
Mortal compass.
Which the parents,
but you here today, so you can't
which the
double
parents
down on my fact check.
apparently knew because the father yelled at it. Was like, well, your son did X, Y, and Z to my son.
Well, what did they say in this video right here? Let's see.
So the events that led up to the 9-year-old coming to our door, the kid claimed as he was walking home that he was jumped by our son. Our son is 13 years old. He gets out of school 2 hours after the 9-year-old gets out of school. So there's no way our son could have touched or even seen this 9-year-old kid that claims he was jumped by our son. This is not the first incident that we've had with the neighbor accusing our sons of doing things that they didn't do. We'll eventually go back and show you guys the previous post from 2019 from where we had an issue with him, and then we'll give you a breakdown of that. But so the 9-year-old claimed that he was jumped by, basically confirmed
getting in.
I thought the
now
clip
we're
might
going
have been
to show
here.
you guys the video. Well, actually, after the kid,
It's for us to pursue.
Come on, man, show me the video, goddamn it.
That's the same one.
That's the same one.
So basically, the little
boy, you better get your ass on my porch beating on my door like this. I will call the police. You need to leave. Don't you ever beat on my goddamn go.
You see, but he never said anything though. I never heard, like, I don't.
So the
white boy might have told his parents something.
He did, because when they went to the
but
house,
he like the whole time on the porch.
well,
Like,
he didn't say come out or your kid did X, Y, and Z. But
when she started yelling, he said, "Fuck." He could have said, "Fuck you, black bitch." Like, he could have said anything if he was that scared. He had a whip. Like, he could have said anything. Like, he didn't say nothing. Like, he backed off.
Billy ain't gonna say nothing to the adults.
He ain't about that life.
Open a damn door and got the surprise.
He didn't want to take a second ass whooping. If he got beat up, he got beat up. He didn't want to take another one. When she said, "Get your ass off my step," he was like, "I don't think I'm gonna be able to take me another ass whooping today."
I see why you're starting so angry.
Well, we're gonna see and follow it and see how it progresses. Because what time we got? 7:35. All right, so I'm gonna show this next one. Then Shannon's got something, and then, like I said, I want to get into a little bit about the Buffalo shooting. I'm gonna tell you all now. I'm not playing any video. I'm not playing any video from that shooting. At all. If anything, I'll just have pictures of just like, I may have some news stories, but I'm not playing any videos from the actual shooting. That's not happening on this show. So if that's what you're looking for, you might want to. I can't do it. Like,
that's so crazy, ain't it?
I can't do it. This is a flashback for your ass.
I was looking like, does it say
Who
$2?
the fuck even remembers this?
$2 yo.
Oh my gosh.
$2.99. I remember because wasn't all the extra volume meals all $2.99?
I remember that.
I remember the 39.
And then you had extra large. Yeah, you had super size.
Yeah, I remember the McChicken meal. I remember
That was the beginning of the trap.
The double quarter counter.
$2.99.
Oh my God.
I saw that.
Do a picture somebody need to do an old picture back when gas was $1.29.
Well, how much is? I'm sorry, I don't go to McDonald's anymore. How much is it now?
Like $6, $7.
It's like $6 for some like a kid's meal.
Like $9. Yeah, it's like $5.
Oh, get a
Kids meals is what, $1.99?
Yeah, now it's like $5.
Yeah,
the dollar menu
burger
is
and
not
free
$1.
French fries.
So wait a minute. You telling me right now people is deciding over getting a McDonald's Happy Meal, Value Meal, and the tank of gas?
Yup. Because they running neck and neck, bro.
I don't know. Gas might lose. You gotta get a couple gallons in order to get somewhere. I might just need to walk to McDonald's and get me a little burger.
And the burger gonna be like at least $1.35.
Right. But remember what happened to the dollar menu? Remember you could go and get you your little cheeseburger.
Yes.
You could get you a snack wrap or something.
How much
It's still $1 menu. It's just now $1.99.
Yeah, it ain't a dollar menu no more.
NJ Rich, just to give you a little perspective. So on that slide, the Big Mac meal was $2.99. Let's just assume it was a medium. Okay. Right now, that same meal with a medium fry and a drink is $7.99.
See,
stop the presses. I'm wow.
With tax.
Wow. McDonald's though.
McDonald's.
This is I'm sorry.
That's why it pays to have that app.
And you can't get that 2 cheeseburger meal no more. That shit gone.
No, it's not. You just asked for it. It's still there.
For real? Oh, I was about to say. I ain't seen that meal in a minute.
It ain't no better.
But it's
yesterday's price is not today's price.
Not at all.
No.
Value menu. Yeah.
The value menu.
I mean, I guess, but it's the same stuff.
It's
the same stuff.
The burger
they haven't changed that meat since the 1950s when they first rolled it out.
Not changed their meat.
It's the same stuff.
The only thing they changed is the wrappers.
All they did, they went from regular kill you oil to Crisco, and then they charged $17 for a burger.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, oh man, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I don't stop there. Let
me tell you what I missed though. And here's the thing: the prices went up, but the quality has not. And I'm saying that mainly because I remember back in the day that Happy Meal, you used to get the nice little box. It was something. They didn't give you the Happy Meal in this little plastic bag. I mean, not plastic, paper bag.
Paper bag.
That be the sandwich will fall out the bottom and everything. The kids don't even have the little arch with the smile no more. It's just a regular old bag. It's like,
they think about the environment.
It's a box. It's a box.
They gotta protect the environment. Recycle bags.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
People still throwing them boxes in the regular trash.
Right. And you can recycle those boxes. Those arch boxes, they can be recycled.
They sure could.
Well,
Burger King got the worst nuggets in the world.
Oh no.
I didn't say that. McDonald's, I take a sponsor.
Burger King. I'm telling you, that's why they give you like 15 nuggets for $1 or some shit like that.
You gotta have the app though.
You gotta have the app. 20 for $5. You could get 20 nuggets, I think, for like $5 before. Because I know my daughter would kill 20 nuggets.
But Burger King is still ringing true with their discounts, the little coupons, and if you had the app, you get
they
points.
keep coupons. Yeah, they definitely keep coupons.
And
I'm beginning to only eat at places that offer points. Like if you don't have a point program or something, like I need some sort of bonus from my spending money.
I'm trying to tell you, Chick-fil-A
got the best.
Now McDonald's got a point.
Then they surprise you, Mayberry, every once in a while. Hey.
Let me tell you something. I get a nice little biscuit. I get a chicken biscuit. They give me a medium fry. They'll sell me a tea. They'll be like, "Oh, you get you a free tea. Come to our location." Let me tell you, I'll be like, my free shit. I like the gift. They keep giving. I love my top 10 at Chick-fil-A. Tell me who won it.
Well, I will say this about Chick-fil-A. My my family used to be Chick-fil-A like in the mix, but when they had the calendar, they went from the calendar to the card, then they went from the card to the app. Like my family was in it before we all switched our lifestyle. But I will tell you this, since we switched our lifestyle, Chick-fil-A chicken got sugar in it. Look it up. Look it up. That's why y'all hooked on it.
I'm
Look, you can tell me it had crack in it right now. I'm over there right now.
I want some nuggets. I'm
The
feeding
lemonade, the iced
them waffle
tea.
fries. I don't care. Sprinkle
Their
all that. Let me tell you
sauces.
something, because all of y'all have gone to Hip Hop Chicken and they sprinkle something on there, some sugar, some
Yeah,
something.
fairy dust.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't mess with Hip Hop Chicken. I'm saying
Hip Hop
y'all-
Chicken,
y'all
I don't know
know
what they do to their chicken, but all of y'all be scratching and fiending and everything for their chicken wings. So
Chick-fil-A got some good ass ice cream and milkshakes
Oh
too.
my God, yes.
Chick-fil-A got some banging sauce. I'm trying to tell you. That
And the
Chick-fil-A
salad,
salad-
I eat the salad.
Y'all
I
hungry?
eat the Chick-fil-A salad a
Y'all
lot.
hungry?
I kill that Cobb
Yes.
salad.
Y'all
I love
hungry?
that salad.
I'll
Jenny,
tell
you
y'all
making
this.
me
Y'all
dinner?
done went from McDonald's to Burger King to Chick-fil-A. Y'all hungry?
I'm about to peep y'all to the game. The best ice cream out there right now,
What?
Kaju. Black owned Kaju. Holla at your boy when y'all
Is
come
it
down.
real
to
ice
Boston.
cream though, NJ Rich?
Yeah.
We gotta ask you. Was it veggie cream?
Yo,
I don't want no
yo.
goddamn veggie cream. I want some
Ain't
ice
no
cream.
veggie
Yo,
cream.
let me tell you something.
Ice cream,
Let me
not
tell you
veggie
something.
cream.
Yeah,
You
when you
won't
come to
know.
Baltimore, they got a spot on Howard Street. Go check it out. Kaju ice cream right next to
All right.
what is it called? The Cuppery, which is also black owned. Yo, holla at them.
Because Chase is always like, "Can we go get some ice cream?" So
Veggie
I'm gonna take
cream,
Chase
yo.
is the ice cream tester. Now I'm gonna take Chase over there, and I'm gonna be like, "Chase,
If you don't like this, we know who to call.
Hey, call me. And if you don't like it, guess what? Let me know. I'll go over there and scoop y'all ice cream. Give
What
it
you do
back.
is scoop
That's a
it.
good bet.
If you don't like it, give
That's
it
a
here.
good bet.
Give
He
it here.
said I'll scoop it.
That
Yo,
is a good bet.
Van said, who had Tyrone's chicken back in the day? Y'all remember
Those
Oh
are
my
those
Tyrone?
pigeon
That's
wings.
why they
That's
on
pigeon
everything.
wings.
Tyrone was
baby.
everywhere.
Pigeon wings. I ain't fuck with Tyrone's. They was pigeon
Look,
wings.
they fried
You
them
ain't see a
motherfuckers
bird
soon
in
as they
front of
cooked.
Tyrone's,
I heard
man.
too much shit about Tyrone.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
Tyrone.
Since the chickens hatched, they fried them motherfuckers.
Erica told y'all to call him. Erica said call Tyrone. But I ain't eating that. I ain't eat that chicken though.
I remember that was on every damn corner in
Corner, yes,
Baltimore.
that's one
Yeah,
thing I
it
do
was.
remember.
And there weren't any pigeons in front of that restaurant.
Sure
And
wasn't.
listen, pigeons in Baltimore is like rats in New York. You can see pigeons anywhere corner in Baltimore except in front of Tyrone's because they were shooting them bitches at 3 o'clock in the morning and frying them by 5.
Not shooting them.
And you know we got them disabled pigeons.
So since
They
y'all
was- they
going
was-
to
they
do
was hobbled away
flashbacks,
from
do y'all
Tyrone.
know about? So what's some spots that y'all remember? Since y'all not up here, y'all remember Mike's?
Mike's.
Yeah, no Mike.
Y'all know Mike's. The fish
What the Mike's?
specials. Don't nobody know about the fish specials?
North Avenue.
Yeah.
I never ate at Mike's.
They still around.
Yeah, they are. It's
They
still the
still
fish
around.
special. Still got that
Chopped
fish
fish
special. All right, I was
special,
trying to
man.
see. I was wondering. Ain't nobody know nothing about.
Yeah.
Anybody know about the chicken box? What is it? Emerson Village.
Oh my
I used
god.
to, I'm waiting for them to turn the lights back on in Sunny's.
Kitchen. And it was village.
I haven't heard Sonny in a minute.
Yeah, Sonny's. Sonny's.
Yeah,
Sonny's
they
was one of the
rebuilding
only.
it.
Yeah, they were one of the only ones to be able to keep their spot in that
Yeah.
revitalization over at Northwood
Mhm.
Shopping Center.
And look, and they gonna have
Lake Trout. Yeah, I forgot about
Yeah,
Lake Trout.
They putting a Foot Locker or a DTLR down there too.
Really?
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Well, Northwood is
McDonald's
built
is
up
fancy
all.
enough.
They really jazzed that up ever since
Mhm.
Morgan State and got a hold of it because I ain't that far.
Wow.
Mm.
Not that face, Linnea.
We need to go to court.
Girl,
We got to go to court. Shannon and I
I'll
have
go
a
to court.
debate.
Kitchen.
Yeah, we have a
Up in the
debate
village.
that I need y'all to settle. Shannon's been watching this fucking goofy ass show. Yes,
What?
I'm going to set this whole conversation up in my favor off the jump. Shannon's been watching this dumbass show and about a doctor who
It's
was
on Netflix.
It's a Netflix
Our
show
Father.
about our father.
Yeah.
The doctor is putting his sperm. Women are coming to get pregnant, and instead of giving them random sperm
Or their husbands.
this nice gentleman is donating his own
Nice.
sperm to the women.
Without their knowledge.
That's based
Without
on
their
the
knowledge.
knowledge.
Without
That's
their
based off the
knowledge.
true
Without their
case.
knowledge, Mike, good night.
Without
Good night, Mike.
Vance watching. Without their knowledge.
Good night.
And
So you mean to tell me if I went through IVF and went through all of the pain that I went through for IVF? Wait a minute, pause. Wait a minute.
Vitro fertilization, man.
One second. You down there.
Vitro fertilization.
You. 1 second. IVF. Yes. To have a baby. I went through all of that money and them pains and them needles. And for them to go in my yoo-hoo to snatch out my little eggs, to artificially inseminate me with my husband's sperm, and you give me your bum ass sperm. Oh yeah, I'm getting
it is a true story.
It is a real life story.
So with this process, they're thinking that they're either getting donated sperm from, like he's telling them they have like medical students who are donating, and the prerequisite or precaution or whatever the little guideline says that each donor can pretty much only donate up to 3. Like, so this should only be up to 3.
So it ain't a whole bunch of siblings, right?
Exactly, because a lot of people are in the same town.
That's a true story.
You don't want them all walking around and they fucking with their brothers and shit like that because they all in the same town. Therefore, that is, this is what the women are told when they sign on this little contract. They come in to get shot up. They in the room with the legs all spread up in the stirrups, ready to. He leaves them to get undressed, to get prepared, go in the next room, beat them off, come back in and shoot them up with his own sperm. So it came, and it is a true story. It came to light because one of
the don't they have like 90-something kids out here?
So one of the girls kept saying that she grew up, she always knew she looked different. Like she always knew she looked different, but then she had a conversation with her parents, and the parents told her, that they had to go through this process because they were having issues. So she did the DNA database thing, and as she did that, slowly she started being linked to other siblings, like one sibling, and then it was like 4 siblings, and she's like, "Wait a minute, it's only supposed to be max 3 of us, if anything. Why is it like 5 of us?" So she started doing a little bit more research and connecting with these people, and they found out that they all were connected, and they to this doctor, and slowly the number started growing. So right now it's about 98 of these fucking children out here that he is the biological father for. Fathers are like, yo, he snatched everything from me because my whole life I'm thinking this is my child and this is another man's child.
That wasn't our argument.
And wait a minute, hold on. And he's also, and they found out that he's a part of this group, which is like a white supremacist group.
Don't tell everybody the whole.
No, so
series.
They ain't gonna watch it now because it's crazy. Like a white supremacist group.
So it ain't got nothing to do with the story.
So yes, it does.
Oh
so
my God.
that was one of his reasons for making all these babies.
That ain't
to
got
kind
nothing
of
to
keep
do
the
with
white
what
race
we were
pure.
talking about.
However, our argument was that a lot of the women felt violated and that they were sexually violated, sexually violated, assaulted, all of those above, and they wanted him to be charged.
My whole question is, when you're going out and getting this procedure done, artificially inseminated, there's a lot of stuff that goes into them even checking the sperm to make sure that it is up to par. So if he's just going in the other room and beating off, there's no way to even know that he is clean in any type of capacity and he's not transmitting something to these women. So to me, that is assault. I unknowingly I don't know what you're putting in my body and what you could have did last night, because clearly you need some place to shoot up the club, and you think you coming over here to do that.
There was no penetration.
I don't know about assault, but on the same token, I mean, you got corporations that get their workers locked up for falsifying documents. You're falsifying semen.
First of all, NJ Rick just told us Chick-fil-A putting sugar in the chicken, so they fucking assault me every time I go in that motherfucker.
You know what? You always be reaching. You love a good reach. You love a reach.
Yes, that part too. So a lot of the children all had different types of autoimmune disorders that they didn't know where it came from, because the dude has an autoimmune deficiency disorder that has.
Shannon, I love you.
But that was Shannon. But Mayberry, but that's I understand.
So wait a minute. Yes, that's my argument.
I love you, Shannon.
I love you too. I had to deal with this piece of shit. I know.
Yes,
but
I love you.
Now I'm not saying that y'all are wrong, but we got to think about it from the court of law aspect. Okay, how do you make this into that? with just this information.
The sexual
And it's not-
assault
Okay,
part.
and
the
it's
second,
not-
the
it's
second
not
he
that
put his,
easy to draw
let me help
those
you out.
together.
Let me tell you where it started. The moment he put his hand around his meat and beat into a cup. Number 2, when he
What if he'd
decided
did
to
it at
put it in
home?
whatever tube that he
The
did,
sperm
that's
wouldn't
number
last
2.
at
Number
home.
3, when he decided to put it in my vajayjay for me to get
Right.
whatever, and I got stuck with that.
So
Sounds
why
like
was
3
that
strikes
charge?
to me.
Breach
Oh,
of
breach
con-
of contract.
breach of
But
contract.
that's the thing. Like the only charges that could be brought up were basically, what did I say?
No, borderline. I feel like I had unprotected sex with somebody that I didn't know that I was having
Right.
unprotected sex with. I look
And
at
I
a
thought it was my
profile
husband's.
on
I
my
thought it was
on
the sperm
paper.
donor that
Even
I
if it's
agree
not my
upon.
husband, I'm looking at, like Linnea said, a piece of paper that's saying, this is my background. This is what I'm meeting.
And this is
I'm
my
now
husband.
not getting what I have signed up for and what I have paid for. Yes,
Breach
you
of
owe me
contract.
money. You owe me money, all of that. But if
You
what
owe
if
me
we have
you owe me like time, energy,
That's a breach of contract.
grievances.
I'm not arguing with you. I'm not
mental,
arguing.
your
I'm not
semen in
arguing.
me.
I'm
You
not
put your
saying that that
semen
part is
in
not
me.
there. That part is
Right,
there.
you skeeted in me.
You
No,
put
I
your
didn't.
semen in me, bruh, without
No, I
my
didn't.
and now I'm
permission.
psychologically blown.
I had permission to put semen in you.
Not
No,
yours.
you did not.
Not
No,
It
you
didn't say
didn't.
that mine couldn't.
not
Did the contract specifically say that
The
my
doc-
semen is
The
included
doctor, you're
in
not,
being put
the
in you?
doctor's not supposed to be in that group of
Did the
the
paperwork say
y'all-
that?
Exactly.
legally,
The
yes.
You adding on
husband,
now.
the
Now
guy
you're
that
adding on.
No, I'm not.
Now y'all adding on.
No,
But
I'm
they
not.
did.
Now y'all
Hey,
adding on.
Mike.
The doctor
Hey,
is
Mike.
in a
Hey,
pie.
yo, Mike.
She's looking at it.
Yo,
Hey, yo,
sure.
Mike. Let it go, nigga. Let it go. Like, shit. Todd. No. You
but
put that
at the
in.
end-
I got it right, y'all. I got it right. I got it
Semen in me
right.
is the problem. No.
At the end of the day, if it's anything more than a breach of contract, it should be some medical malpractice suit.
It is.
Okay.
That you know, because
Sexual assault
it's
thing
like
was
a
just hard
botched
for me.
surgery or something along that lines. You know what I mean? And I agree with what Vance said. You know, because that's a bloodline thing for some men. I know I feel strongly about bloodlines. So that's a bloodline thing for fathers who are looking to have their bloodline continue to believe that it is continued only to find out that it's not. So I'm on board with that concept. But when you're talking about the legality of it, first of all, it depends on the jurisdiction in the state and the rules and the regulations that go along with that state. Regardless of what we want to say, that's how the rules work. Certain laws in certain areas got certain.
You violated me. You
stuff go
touched the
along
meat. You
with
didn't
it.
touch me.
But you know, whether or not we like it or not,
Right.
I can see a
could be
good
protected.
lawyer making a case for a medical malpractice suit that could be that could go up to, you know, millions of dollars, depending on how they, you know, can see the law and what the max penalty is for that. It's kind of hard in my mind. Please, this is just my thoughts. It's kind of hard to do the sexual assault without the physical contact of it all.
And that's
I'm
all
not
I was
saying that
saying.
it's impossible. I'm not
That's all
saying
I was saying.
it's
It's going to
impossible.
be hard
A
to
good,
prove
a
that.
good lawyer could probably make
All right.
the case.
I
But
get
I'm
what
just
y'all
saying
saying.
it's kind
I
of
get
hard.
that. I
to
get
do
it's going to be hard to prove.
Right.
But I'm saying, as if me and my husband have been struggling to have a child,
Yes.
I don't think that I understand what can uphold in court, but my whole thing is I don't think anybody really knows how much IVF costs.
A lot.
That's like
It's
that's
like
not like
$20,000
that's not like $2,000.
a pop.
That's not like $5,000. I know
It's
That's
cost off that
somebody who
$20,000.
spent $25,000 just to go through a cycle of
A
IVF.
cycle.
And you have
You
to
got the insurance.
extract. A woman goes through a lot
Right.
in order to get her eggs prepped and prepared to even have them extracted, where she has to go through all of this to have those eggs extracted. Then a man's sperm then put into and create embryos, like all of that stuff. It's a lot of things. So if I know that I can't and I needed some support in some case, and me and my husband are coming to you and you are switching something and doing something and putting that in my body, and that's all me and my husband had. Now we don't have any more eggs. We don't have nothing left. And now I got to sit here and look at this kid who's not my kid, not my husband's kid, not our kid, but your kid.
He's
Right.
still your kid,
To
just
me,
not
that's
the
not.
daddy's
I'm
kid.
saying to me, it should be a bigger penalty than just some malpractice and a breach of contract.
Amen.
But and he didn't even get charged.
That's all I'm saying.
And the only thing he was charged for was lying when they came to ask him like questions about what happened.
So he got a perjury charge.
He lied and said he didn't do it. They weren't his children, but DNA found out that it was. So he got charged for lying, not the act. Lying.
Because that is hard.
But this mofo had. But this is what makes it even crazier. After his patients had their babies, this motherfucker will go to the house to come see the baby.
Because they're trophies. They're trophies. People that's like that, they are trophies.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a sickness. Just like murderers when they keep pieces of their mementos from their victims.
You're freaking crazy.
But let me tell you what nuts over here said to me that made me upset.
Oh my God.
She said
wait a minute,
it's sexual assault.
I repeated what they said on the show.
No, you repeated what came out your brain.
No, it was on the show.
She said to me,
it was on the show. You motherfucker.
You lied like shit.
Vance watched the show. Go ahead. Go ahead.
She gonna say to me, it's sexual assault because he went in the other room, masturbated, and came back in the room with sex still on his mind. What the fuck? Every time I come in the room with you, sex on my mind, so I assault you every day. Like,
y'all be assaulting. Y'all do. But anytime y'all be sitting there trying to come up on somebody poking them with y'all little meat, y'all that's assault. Y'all little
that is what the women. That's what the women were saying. Like they
with
felt
sex on his mind.
Yes,
like, come
because
on
they were
now.
he was still on that high. Like I said, I repeat
he was still on that sexual high.
Masturbating.
I understand what she's saying. He was the fact that he could go in the other room. I mean, think about it. Ain't nobody's meat just waking up for nothing. Something had to arouse you to some point, and he like, yo, I'm about to put this baby in her. So he was ready. Then he came back in the room, probably still on his high horse, because he like, I'm about to impregnate this girl and she don't even know. So he in his mind,
so
you don't know what.
Trying to catch his breath.
No, but I'm just thinking about the fact of him knowing. Really quick, he knows that he probably can't get these women. They are probably not interested in him in that capacity. So that's him fucking them without him fucking them. That's
but how do you know? But how do you know he didn't do all of this? He didn't make up like 20 of them at a time and just froze them.
Because you can't. With the specimens, they have to be used within a certain amount of time.
Exactly. Sperms can only live for 72 hours.
Say, like they will go across the street to the.
Why y'all trying to find excuses for somebody beating off and putting some nasty sperm?
Can you get charged with a mental sexual assault?
That's not a y'all. Y'all not trying to do that. Y'all not trying to do that. We going to take that y'all out. Y'all not trying.
Because I don't know what Mac talk about. Mac like, well, how you know he ain't did it 20 months ago and then freeze it?
Yeah, nah, man. The lady will go across the street to the students, get this sperm and put it in her boobs.
Man, all he was trying to do was beat off in that cup and act like he was impregnating these women because he can't get none.
Only thing I was saying was it's a slippery slope when we start trying to say because you came into the room still thinking about it.
Well, you tell the old lady.
All right, Mike. I'm gonna ask you this question. Let me ask you this real quick. If you and Shannon were trying to have a kid, and y'all went through y'all savings for Shannon to go through that whole IVF process, you done watched her, had to put the needles in her and everything else, the nights of her being sick, the nights of you taking her to the hospital because she wasn't well, and y'all done spent literally life savings. Y'all don't have no kids, none. And your wife is having trouble. And now you find out that y'all done got some good eggs. Y'all gonna go ahead and do that. Y'all are going and they're gonna make some embryos and y'all are gonna be straight. And find out when your baby is born that your baby come out with blonde hair and blue eyes.
That's exactly what they was like.
And you start cussing at her like, wait a minute, you must have been cheating. You must have been this. Like, no, we went through IVF.
You ain't gonna feel like that man raped me.
You ain't gonna feel like you looking at that kid and you like, hey, yo, and then you find out and he been sitting there and he been doing that all this time. How would you feel?
I would feel that we got a case. Like he owe us some motherfucking money and a baby, number one. And I'm gonna return the motherfucking baby that he gave us. For,
that's my baby. First of all, that's my baby, motherfucker.
Not return it. Not he had it on that way. He
Turning
took
that
it out
baby
and
to
then
the
he
right one.
put it back.
But Shannon said what I think. I would not look at it like he raped her, because I have dealt with females that have gone through that, not like in past, and have talked to me about it in the relate. That's a whole different vibe. You know, not saying that these women weren't violated, because it is a violation. I will give you that. But I wouldn't feel like he like raped, like. And when I think sexual assault, my male pigheadedness, the first thing I think about only is rape.
But that's not the only sexual
I
assault.
understand that. I
That's
said
the
my
only-
male
that's not the full
pigheadedness.
That's not the full definition of rape, though.
I said my male pigheadedness. When I hear sexual assault, the first thing I think is, oh, somebody got raped. I don't think, oh, well, Mr. Johnson walked by and his hand brushed on my ass. That's sexual assault. And if it's like in the right context, the right Lord, I mean, it just is what it is.
I was about to say, oh, he did.
But you know, some men can't. Y'all men can't handle if y'all find out that y'all female that kissed another guy. Let alone you find out somebody's drippings was all up in her snatch.
Look, we all with a woman right now who done had drippings in their snatch. It's just the way. It's just life.
Somebody else's drippings.
I mean, I ain't no woman I've been with was pure. I ain't never got one straight out the box. I don't know about y'all. I ain't never had one fresh out the box.
I don't have no lingering drippings in my snatch. That's what I don't have. So I don't know what woman you talking about.
So let me help real quick. In accordance to the justice.gov site, the definition of sexual assault, the term sexual assault means any non-consensual sex act prescribed by federal, tribal, or state law, including when the victim lacks the capacity to consent. The thing about that is it is depending upon the law of the land that makes up what sexual assault is in that area.
Like you said earlier with this, like based off of the states, like whatever your state's laws are is where that will fall into play. So it sounds like it's assault. That's what it sounds like.
Assault with a deadly weapon.
Sound like assault with a dirty ass weapon.
We're gonna wrap it up, but before we wrap it up, I know I keep saying Buffalo. You know, I would like you all to give your opinions and feelings on what happened. You see, they're starting to bring mental health into it. And,
they always get into
and
it.
before we do that, I wanted to show y'all this, just so you can get a visual. This is the distance that this piece of shit traveled.
Yes, because that's exactly what he is.
To get to where he was trying to go.
Wow.
So just hold that visually in your mind. And this wasn't
how many hours is that? 3 hours?
3.5. And this wasn't the first time. And this wasn't the first time he was at the store. He had been there
a week before.
Scoping it out.
This is how far he drove to do what he had to do. So I want you all to give me your thoughts, but I wanted you to visually look at how far he got. And I think about a lot of, when I was in my truck driving, I used to think about a lot of shit. And not one time did he think to himself, well, maybe this ain't the right thing to do. Or maybe I should just fucking kill myself.
3 hour drive, that's a lot of time to think. So if you still wanted to do that shit after a 3 hour drive, that was intended on that.
He wanted to do that. And unfortunately, I feel for the families because one report I did see while I was over here in Barcelona, a mother was wondering why it was taking her daughter so long to come back from the store.
Mm-hmm.
Little did she know this event took place.
But it was crazy because none of the actual people, it was like one person that was like even young enough to even still reproduce. Everybody else was elderly or some shit, right? Like,
I think it might have been like an older daughter, going up to the store with her mom.
Forward is that he said the same thing that this doctor was saying, to keep the pure race of white people and this, that, and the other. Yeah. So he wanted to kill black people. That shit didn't make no sense. But let the white dude go. That part of the video where he cocked it and went to go shoot him, white dude's like, he's like, oh, sorry, and walked right past him. I'm like, what the fuck?
They all do look elderly.
Yeah, they were all older.
He targeted a market that had elderly people he knew that could not really
Run.
Get away from him fast enough.
Right.
It is hard to see any positives in this story.
No.
It's one of those things where all of these people have family members.
Right.
All of these people have loved ones. Some of these people could be the matriarchs and the patriarchs of their family, the leaders and guiders of their community. I saw a report on Mr. Salter saying that he was the security in the grocery store.
Yeah, he had to play some sort of deterrent. Yeah, those shots had to be a deterrent.
Yeah, he had shot the assailant or the guy who I'm gonna say assailant, and the guy had a bulletproof vest on. So it's one of those things where I am one of those people who leans on, understanding people's mentality when it comes to certain things. However, in this case, I'm gonna say like Malcolm X said, I'm a black man. These are people in my community of African Americans in these United States.
Right.
And as much as I talk support of Black-owned business, I talk support of community, family, and building as well as a people. For this individual to come through and take these lives on some misinformation and a lack of understanding and a lack of humanity is really upsetting to me. There are parts of my psyche that want to throw him underneath the jail. And then there are other parts of my psyche that wants to send him to some neighborhoods where he will thoroughly get the justice that he deserves. There are parts of my psyche that want that. But there are also parts of my psyche that says, be peaceful, be at peace, and try to find it in these types of situations.
Yeah.
What he did was embarrassing. It was despicable, duplicitous, and any other negative word you can attach to it in the dictionary or outside of the dictionary, because these people have lost their lives, and most of them was just trying to go to the store and get some food, some water, or whatever else they were trying to pick up for their family, only to not have to come home to those family members they were going out there to try to get food and water and stuff for.
Absolutely.
I don't agree at all with what he did at all. And for the people who are going to end up in cells next to this man, y'all just think about what he did. However, justice needs to be served. If it's not going to be regular justice, and trust me, I would prefer regular justice, then let it be street justice. But I would prefer regular justice. Laws and all of that other stuff, I'm there. But if the law ain't going to do something about it, then let street justice prevail. But justice needs to be served in this is upsetting.
But the fucked up part about it to me is that he actually walked out in handcuffs. If he was black, he wouldn't have made it to the
we already know. We already know.
Man,
if this was reversed and he was in a white neighborhood, a black person in a white neighborhood that done this shit, he would have made it in the handcuffs.
We got shot for less. You're right, Matt. We got shot for less. We got shot with our hands outside the car window, listening to the police. We got shot for less. But it's upsetting. I'll say that. It's upsetting.
I agree.
Anybody else want to add before I go ahead and shut this thing down?
No, it's sad. It's sad.
I just pray that their souls are at peace, and I pray that, I'm like NJ Rich, street justice, one way or another, karma gonna come swift. Always does, one way or another.
I'm sorry that I ended in no. Y'all want me to? Y'all want me to find? Y'all want me to find a funny video real quick?
Yeah. You should have did this early.
I tried to, but Shannon wanted to talk about sperm and all that.
So
we should have ended off on that
earlier.
See, that like the move.
I said
That
earlier, like in the beginning.
Oh man.
Not the
Well, then I
at
popped
the end
on.
of
I
the
wanted to
show.
make sure everyone knew
We
I was
already
just
got a
real me.
departure going on next week.
That's true.
So wait a minute, are y'all doing both Tuesday and Friday, right?
Yeah, we on the show Tuesday, and then the last show was us together on that Friday.
Okay.
So our last Tuesday night show is next Tuesday.
Right.
For those of you that can make it.
So then we're having a reunion show. Like
Well,
close to the thing.
well, technically our last show was supposed to be the 31st. Because the 31st is the last Tuesday of the month, but we're going to end it on that Friday, which is the 27th.
Got you.
That's cool.
No problem.
We're going to end it the way we
Get
started.
rid of us early. You wanted to get rid of us early.
Never.
Friday night.
Friday nights. That's we're going to end it the way we started it.
Yeah.
Making me sad.
I'm trying to find a funny video.
It's a new beginning. Look at death. It's not in spirituality, death is seen as a new beginning. So it's the new beginning.
Well,
It's not a goodbye, it's a see you later.
No, yeah, I ain't going nowhere. And y'all still come down here in September. Shit. I got a picture of Lizzo with her big ass out, but Lizzo ass always out. I think everybody in there
Always out, right.
You gonna show them cheeks? You about to show us them cheeks?
Them cheeks is
Let me see them cheeks.
Everybody just see them cheeks.
Shit, them cheeks clap. It sound like thunder out that motherfucker.
You better leave them cheeks alone.
What's the name of Juan's juice? I forgot the name of
Legendary Lifestyle Cafe.
Legendary Lifestyle Cafe. Yeah, Legendary Lifestyle Cafe.
NJ Rich stole it right out. I couldn't even get the words out quick enough. Go ahead, NJ.
Legendary Lifestyle Cafe. It's over. It's not too far from Hopkins.
Preston Street and Broadway.
Yeah, right down
Okay. I know exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just right on the corner. So yeah, that's where
Like,
we'll be.
We don't need Google Maps when we got NJ Rich.
No,
1301. 1301, y'all. 1301.
Told you.
Gotcha.
I told you.
Blacktopia, baby. That's why NJ Rich got to be the goddamn.
NJ Rich is the
Yeah.
mayor.
1301, y'all come down there and listen, y'all. Anybody who will try and get some good food, good drinks. Yo, Legendary Lifestyle Cafe is where it's at, man. I love their food, love the atmosphere, the whole nine. The owners are dope. So, go, and they just had some new stuff on the menu. So anybody who's been down there, think you had it all. They just added some new stuff on the menu. Y'all go down there and check it out.
Yes, and we will
What's
be
that? He had something that I got from him one day. I forgot what it's called. Something berry something.
Are you talking about one of the smoothies or the
No,
bowl?
it was actually food. It was like a pulled type of with a sauce on it. What the hell was it?
You mean Starfruit?
It wasn't like chicken. It wasn't pork and nothing. But
It was Starfruit, probably.
Say it again.
Starfruit, because it has the texture of meat, but it's not meat. It's actually like it's a fruit. It's a starfruit.
It was a name to it though, and it was so good.
We probably
Juan is very creative, brother. So he didn't probably remix it and gave it his own name, like Funky Dope Chicken from the Moon or some shit. I don't know. My big bro is
Not Funky Dope Chicken from the Moon.
My big bro, he done named it something else. But y'all, please come out and join us. What time did we say?
We didn't.
They
said it's either 6 or 8 or 8 to 10.
You said like 7 to 10 or something.
Yeah, 7 to 9. Just meet in the middle. Do 7 to 9.
7 to 9. So we'll do the show from 7 to 9, but I'll be there from whatever to whatever, just hanging out. I'm gonna be there until the last person that comes to show us love leaves, and then I'll leave. So that'll be what it is. Yeah, I know. But it's all good. I already took the whole day off. We ready to just hit the road. So I'll be there early to trying to get set up and figure that whole setup out. So Mac, when you get off, I'll probably
No, I'm off.
Yeah, so we'll link up and try to look and see how we can put it together.
Like,
Mayberry.
I was about to say, what do you need?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to stay on after, or we talk offline?
No, I'll probably call you tomorrow, like during the day. Like whenever you get free during the day tomorrow, shoot me a message and I'll call you.
Gotcha.
All right.
Yeah, I might end up taking that 27th off myself. All these people taking 27th off, I might have to do that. Might
We're gonna
put
call
that
it
in the mouth.
Blacktopia Day. Blacktopia Day is May 27th. Blacktopia Day. The only thing I'm gonna say about Buffalo is from what Shannon and I are going through with this house, it seems to be easier to buy a gun in America than a house. So maybe we should have just brought a bunch of fucking pistols.
Oh no. Stack shit up and lived under them.
Yeah. So we'll see y'all next Tuesday.
We got final thoughts.
Jennifer coming on. Y'all got any?
I do.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I do. No, it's not that. It's not that. I promise it's not that. I promise it's not that. I just really, one of the main reasons why I asked to come on this evening is to thank you. Thank you, Mike. It's one of the main reasons why I came to my final thought is thank you. I know that this platform has helped everybody here, those who aren't on the show this evening, everybody who watches it gets something from it, whether they like it or not. This platform has provided an opportunity for Baltimore voices to be heard on which could possibly be a global platform, because you don't know how far some of these videos reach even after the recording is over. So given the opportunity to have just 5 seconds on this show where Black business is appreciated and promoted, where this in itself is a Black business of its own, where people have voices and knowledge that can be spread and opinions that other people may share but may not have the opportunity to voice themselves. This platform, although you have decided to move on, is everything to certain people, and I am one of those people who give you props, who give you flowers and roses while you're here for putting this show together. I remember the table in the dining room, the orange walls. I remember the move down to the basement. I remember the move from Friday to Tuesday, and I was kicking and screaming because I was accustomed to my Friday nights being a part of that. But I came with you, and then when y'all took breaks, I was mad because I had seen all of those shows. and so now that you have decided to close out this chapter of your journey, let me say from the bottom of my soul and wherever else I have thank you for this opportunity for me personally to share my ideas and thoughts, because a lot of people don't agree with me and a lot of people don't want to give an opportunity to other individuals who have thoughts and ideas. You decided to grab a group of people that nobody heard of, and now they have a song with their names in it that could be played for years and years to come. And when their great grandbabies turn around and they look, they can say, this is what my forefathers did, and this is the show that they did it on. So you got generations of generations of generations that could come back and view these things and either agree or disagree, but you can't say that they weren't there. You can't say that you didn't put people on. So from once again, I cannot go on with this evening without having to say thank you, and thank you for all that you've done. I will do my level best to be with you all on that Friday. Like I said, I'm gonna try to take that time off. If I need to be down there at 12 noon, and then I'm gonna be down there at 12 noon because I got families and stuff. But I'm gonna try to come out there. I'm gonna find my shirt, make sure that that's clean, and I'm gonna wear my Coolie and the Gang shirt when I come down there and represent, because you've represented for so many people for a very, 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 very long time. So once again, thank you, sir. Thank you. Look, from the bottom of whatever.
You gotta play that clap.
He will cry when he gets
Three last words.
I had everything.
I'm glad G ain't
words.
here. If
Three
G would
last
have cut
words.
you off, G would have cut you off.
Yeah. Three last words. Peace and blessings.
Mike will cry when he get in the car.
And he ain't going nowhere.
You ain't gonna have nothing left for the last show, Rich. You didn't gave it all.
See, that's why NJ Rich for mayor. Y'all hear that perfect speech?
I appreciate it. Like I said, I didn't want to pull the blanket from under anybody. Like this wasn't an easy decision, but I am more comfortable with where we all are collectively than I was maybe 3 or 4 months ago. So I think it's a good time. Like I said, this is just shut down to this. Like I said, something may peak when they may hit me up and be like, look, you see what just happened? And we come out, but I promise you, I'm not going to drag them back on here every Tuesday. I did that to y'all once. I'm not going to do it again.
Rich, get the next show. We gotta get it.
Like I said, I'll figure out. We're gonna figure out something else to do. I got all this fucking equipment. I ain't selling it. I mean, I got to do something with it. Fucking StreamYard costs $49.99 a month. Somebody got to use the motherfucker. Shit. So we gonna
Hey, Rich, you gotta put your enriched thoughts on a podcast. That's your podcast right there. Enriched thoughts.
There you go.
What you say, Mayberry?
Mike.
Huh?
I'll talk to you later.
What about StreamYard?
I'm starting to catch a couple of little hints on some things. I'm going to talk to you.
About StreamYard?
No, no.
I ain't let my StreamYard go there.
Because I'm trying to figure out. Because I'm just paying attention, and I know we are definitely over time. But I'm paying attention to some of the things that you're saying.
I'm going to put my collective energy behind other people. I'm not talking about
that. I'm saying.
Hey, Rich, I just want to let you know. People knew me.
I ain't want to say nothing either, because but Mike did. I gave Mike his flowers, his roses, and everything. I gave him a shot
all the time.
I'll never act
now you
like
just got to give me my shot glass.
I know exactly where I came from. I know this man gave me an opportunity. I was scared to talk to anybody because I'm private. He brought that out of me by giving me this opportunity, and I'll never forget that. But Mike, I just know that you be throwing a couple little hints and some stuff, like saying there'll never be another Cooley in the Gang. So I'm starting to feel like it might be another show. It just might not be the Cooley in the Gang show.
Yeah, we got some things that we thought about, like the couples.
I told you,
NJ Rich throughout
anything that comes after this show, it won't be something that's like it'll be a
I know, but
I can't.
So let's let the people know that there's going to be an evolution of this platform.
All my energy is going behind everything. Anything that y'all want to do, my energies are going.
But there's an evolution of these
some popcorn shows.
It's not a goodbye.
Popcorn shows, Mayberry. You heard, Matt. We doing popcorn shows.
But Mike, all jokes aside, like you said, you've invested a lot of time and money into it. I will hope that you would take it and do something with it. Yes, I'm doing something else. But like I've always said, that wasn't going to stop me from being here. I was going to stay here. This is where I started. I know where my roots are. I'm going to continue to grow with that. But I don't want you to stop. That's all.
Nah, yeah. My brain is always thinking about something, but
right.
We're going to figure it out. Yeah.
Come to Barcelona, Spain, y'all.
Somebody cut the check.
She promoting like her ass ain't never coming back to Baltimore.
Right.
I'm coming back.
I'm trying to figure out why she ain't take us with her.
CNTG.
But y'all gonna pay y'all way?
I'll pay you, but you still could have took me with you.
Yeah, you could have gave us the group discount.
Yeah, we would have went there.
No, this is for my friend's 40th birthday, y'all.
The one you went in the room?
Okay.
Yes.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
It's like 2:14.
It's like 2 o'clock in the morning now.
Right, it is like 2 in the morning.
All right, we done. Next Tuesday, we got a special guest co-host, a young lady that I've been trying to have on the show. Jennifer's still coming on, right?
Oh, wait a minute. I was like, did we screen her? But yeah, Jennifer's
it's not like before. Jennifer will be on to help us finish our final Tuesday.
Thank you.
Friday, we'll all be together, and I don't know who the fuck is going to show up. I know the gang will be there, but outside of extra fit, I have no idea who's going to show up.
Wow.
I did talk to Ike and finally let him know what was going on with the show. Ike will be in the building. So the whole gang will be there, and I don't know outside of that who else is going to pop up, but we're going to have fun, celebrate, and drink sugar cane. So we'll see y'all next week. Everybody be safe. Have a good, productive week. Please watch your surroundings when you're in public places. We are target people. Like, just take that extra look. You from Baltimore. We used to looking around our shoulders anyway, but, just watch yourself, watch your neighbor, and, protect everybody,
Yes.
Watch out for the kids with the whips.
And let the opportunity before you provoke the power within. Good night.
Love y'all, man.
You were tuned into the Cooley and the Gang Show on Blockworks Radio.